Hello gamers, welcome to another DSP video. Let's go through yesterday's podcast. Now, when I was watching or listening to the podcast yesterday, I knew there was something I wanted to talk about, but I couldn't remember what necessarily. Like, I couldn't remember what part of the podcast it was, whatever. It was just very, all this podcast kind of melt together and you just kind of forget shit. It's awful, but I am willing to bet Hate Army got it. I because this video is an hour long. There's no way did Hate Army not get it in this little long video. So guys, strap in, get your popcorn, go to the bathroom, or whatever the fuck. Get cozy, get comfy. Get real comfy, motherfucker, and let's get into this video. So let's go, everyone.
Hate Army, bro.
Hate Army.
Shout out
guy.
to Hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout out to
Army.
Hate.
Shout out to Hate.
Shout out
Shout out to Hate.
Shout out to Hate.
Shout out for
Shout
hate.
out for hate.
So, there you have it. So we got some things to talk about today. The feedback regarding the current late night streams and multiplayer streams.
All right, feedback.
And also,
I fucking hate this stupid ass motherfucking feedback bullshit. Like, I'm already like, it's so meaningless coming from him because he tailored his entire business, whatever the fuck, into making feedback, getting feedback, and it spawned one of my least favorite fucking references this dude fucking says is the Johnny 5 stupid quote. I need it, but whatever the fuck. That makes me want to kill Johnny 5. Thank God Johnny 5 isn't real. Because goddamn, I fucking hate I would burn every fucking copy of that fucking movie. I wouldn't even know the fucking movie. I never seen this movie, never heard of it. And the only time I heard about it was back in college when I watched a few nostalgia critic videos. And that was it. And then I never thought about it again. It never occupied a space in my mind at all since that period of time. And I was like, okay, whatever. Watch this dude's pre-streams recently, and it's like you can't get away. You can't get the fuck away. That it is like the same level of intense toxicity as J.K. Rowling and Harry Potter is to me. Like, I don't give a fuck. Burn Harry Potter, burn those books, get rid of those books. I don't give a fuck. The game, trash game, get it out of here. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if anyone says anything. That fuck it. Terrible garbage nonsense. And Johnny 5 can burn along with it. Fuck Johnny 5 and all the fucking nonsense. So there you go. That's why I hate him going through feedback. Is that and just all his feedback is just him trying to get feedback into how little stuff can he do and get money. That's it. Because if he cared about the fucking quality options and all that shit, why didn't he do it before? Why didn't he care about this before? And then he's like, well, thank God I did it now, man. But why not do it before? And then, I guarantee someone's gonna tell him about the fucking game capture thing, making the buzzing noise. I think Ann Lee talked about this, so I don't want to throw Ann Lee under the bus here, but even let's just say that someone brings it up and he fixes it, right? How come no one at the time or DSP himself cared enough to know about it, right? Like, if I'm doing a stream, usually someone tells me about the audio or whatever, and I try to remedy it. Now, I don't know if my streams look like shit, to be honest. I tried to look at a stream once, and it looked fine to me, so it's like, oh, okay, maybe my streams are fine. But if someone were to tell me that I'm doing something wrong, then yeah, I'll try to fix it. I got some advice in the past, but it was just like, I asked this one dude how he streamed, and he's like, yeah, I just stream at 1K and let it go, or 500 and whatever. So whatever about that, but if I need help, whatever, I try to look at stuff myself. It's whatever. But this dude just makes it into like a marketable thing, and it's just like, who does that? Not even like the most business fucking thing in the world would do that, Whatever. I don't know how else to say it.
With the schedule moving forward. All right, now, before we
Wait,
get to
hold
any
on. I
of
want to
it,
hear this again.
the feedback regarding the current late night streams and multiplayer streams, and also, what's going on with the schedule moving forward. All right, now,
That sounded like it took a lot of effort for him to say. I don't know.
before we get to any of that, all right, I'm just gonna get this out of the way.
Get it out of the way.
We don't have to talk about it again on this show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for supporting my content. I am an independent content creator. I don't have sponsorships.
Oh my god, let's hear
out of the way.
Get it out of the way.
Now
Let's
we
get
don't
this
have to
part.
talk about it again on this show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for supporting my content. I am an independent content creator. I don't have sponsorships, partnerships, deals with other companies to show product.
He did this a lot on Twitch, and then the vest streak happened, and he kind of stopped doing it for a while. Then after that, he started doing it again. Then he kind of stopped for a while, and it was great. It was so cool. It was like, oh, thank God. But now we're just back at, I'm an independent, blah, blah, blah. I'm a this, I'm a that, and it's just the same shit. And I said this about his pre-stream years ago, and it still stands true today, that I feel if you put all his podcasts playing all at once, it will all just sound the same. There might be some slight differences in it, but it's just the same, and it's just annoying. And a lot of people are telling him to shorten the podcast, and I think that's true for a daily podcast. But when you do one weekly, you could do an hour long. I do a bi-weekly podcast, the Big Bun Game Club, and that's an hour, sometimes 2-hour podcast, but that's twice, once every 2 weeks. And we talk about a lot of stuff. But DSP, it's just, he's just talking about stuff, and it's just not interesting. And he does it every day. Really, how much do you have to talk about? We're hearing the schedule every day. Why? It's to the point, remember when he did the weekend preview, and it was every week, every Sunday, and it was a 10-minute video. But he stopped doing it because it got redundant, because you could get the schedule somewhere else. And it's that's true now. And he does it every day, which is even worse. And his schedule, it's so fucking back and forth. One day, it's, I can't do anything because I am strict with what I do. I can't just do this. It wouldn't be fair. Then the next, I can do whatever I want. Look at me. I'm streaming fucking Call of Duty when I said I wasn't going to do it. And then it's which is it, motherfucker? Oh, I plan to play this game. Oh, now it's this other game. If you're gonna be very strict with your schedule, fine, but then don't give us a schedule every day. The schedule segment is the most worthless segment, and people are telling him to have a recording he plays. I don't even think he needs to do that. Honestly, I don't even trust that. Look at the fucking okay, we're gonna do a little trip. A little trip here. DSP Gaming. Let's go to his shorts. Let's fucking go. Alright, his shorts is gonna be fucking cool. You all are gonna love the shorts. I wish I could do oldest. But whatever, you could just scroll for a long time. Okay. Look at these short schedules. Okay?
What's going on, everyone? Phil here, and so far November's been a really outstanding streaming month, both for the games, the streams, the level of support. Everything's been positive, but I wanted to make this short as a big heads up to everyone out there. We're kind of in danger of not hitting our membership goal for the month, which
in danger.
Be no Christmas marathon this year. Now, it's been an
this dude had a Christmas goal, and then he's like, well, we're not. That means no Christmas marathon, guys. Christmas is coming. Don't you want a marathon for Christmas? And look at this fucking hair. This. Oh my god. You know, people might make fun of his haircut he gets now. I'm sorry, I think the haircut he gets now is like probably better than what this was. Because at this angle at least, it looks awful. I mean, you know what it's supposed to be, but it looks awful at this angle because it kind of just looks fucked up. Like this whole thing is just messed up. I don't know. But goddamn. It's so bad. And this dude is like, I can't do a crew cut or whatever. He's like, for some reason like terrified to do a crew cut again. Like terrified, like absolutely like scared to do one. I mean, I get it. I'd be scared too because you really need a good head shape, and you know, his head shape is very scary. It's a very scary head, and you don't even see the true head shape. But you know,
event I've done for many years because we always seem to hit either a sub goal over on Twitch or a members goal here on YouTube. But we're kind of in jeopardy of not doing it this year. We need to hit 1,025 members. As of now, we're around 880. So there's the number we need to hit. The problem is we had a large membership bomb that hit the channel last month.
Wait, this isn't a short schedule. This is a member bag. He did a short to beg for members. I forgot he even did this. Okay. Fuck you, Phil. What? Okay, this isn't what I was looking for. Motherfucker, I wanted a short schedule and I got like a member bag and then I got, okay. I want like a funny YouTube short schedule. Hey, but this... Whatever.
Hey everyone, Phil here with an honest question for you. Do you find value in the short schedule that I do every day? I started doing it a month and a half, 2 months ago because you guys said you wanted YouTube shorts and people recommended why not do a schedule every day. But if you're not finding value, I don't have to do this. I have no...
But see the fucking stupid shit about this fucking thing? He has a schedule on his YouTube. He did a schedule in his pre-stream. And now in his podcast, but it's still his pre-stream. Who fucking cares? Honestly, it's a pre-stream. Whatever. But this dude had schedules everywhere, up the ass, and it's just so redundant. Schedule. Like, god damn, shut the fuck up.
In the last week to 2 weeks that the views are going boo like this.
Yeah, because it's a schedule. Like this dude did a YouTube short about schedules, and he's like, the views are going down. Who the fuck would watch schedules? Like, just think about that. You're uploading a short just talking about what you want to do for a week or whatever the fuck. Like, who cares? And the Daily Wrap was just a video series crying about how YouTube videos were getting copyright claimed during when he was playing fucking Guardians of the Galaxy and GTA, and then that became a Daily Wrap, period, and we've been stuck with it. It's so insane that this dude's fucking content just spawns from schedules. Like, the thing I'm thinking about is the whole point of the fucking pre-stream was to also explain what he wants to do today, tomorrow, and all this stuff. So the pre-stream itself was baked from schedules. Everything came from schedules with this guy. Like, everything's based around money and schedules and food and all this garbage. I just cannot believe this dude's content has spawned from trash this much and has able to get Jade, Derek, and all these people to sit down and watch it. This dude is insane. Like, this is the shit people would play in a fucking torture session. If you want someone to give you answers, you just play this fucker's content and he'll tell you all you want to know.
And get paid for it. There's no referral codes. I don't run many or any ads on my streams. Maybe one ad break an entire stream, and that's
maybe one.
I'm a different kind of content creator. I don't just sit around doing that kind of stuff. I'm in it for enjoyment of games and sharing honest opinions.
Okay, if he's in it for the game and all this shit, why did he cry about fucking how much he made and all this stuff and whatever? If he's not in it for the money and all this stuff, then why do we need to urge together to get to pay his 2 big bills in 2 weeks because his YouTube payment is going to be delayed, even though bills give you like a month to pay them? Like, he acts as if bills give him a day, like a day or a week. But it's like a lot of them give you a month and all this stuff. And if it falls on a weekend, it just doesn't add up. But he got all these payments though. Like, this dude it's ridiculous.
Kiss a game's butt because I'm not getting paid to play it. I don't have to slam a game unfairly and say negative things about it because I don't get clickbait views. I'm a different.
And then he says this shit too. I'm not getting paid to play a game, so I don't have to kiss butt, and I don't need clickbait views, so I don't have to shit on it. But your podcast is actually, if you think about it, baked on that business model. Motherfucker, let's go. Let's fucking go for a hot minute and go to his fucking podcast, right? Let's go to his podcast. Okay, let's go. Let's fucking do this, right? We go to his podcast. We just go there. We need to talk about the late streams, RE4, final thoughts, news, and more. The dilemma that is Modern Warfare 3. Okay, schedule plans and stream changes. This is pissing me off just reading this fucking title. Mirage thoughts. Like, this is all like clickbait for stuff. Like, it's descriptive and whatever, fine. But like there's the schedule. Oh my god. But there has to be a point. But I know I've seen it. I know I've seen like about the Unity shit. Mortal Kombat 1 is bugged. That's clickbait. YouTube views fixed. Lots of news and more. The worry. Wait, what? Don't worry. I said the worry. New week begins. Tons of news. Huge Microsoft leaks. Yeah, see, this is in fucking caps. This isn't clickbait, but like, even if you look at the way he structures his titles, it's all fucking clickbait. It's all clickbait. It's just missing the thumbnails. And he has a React channel, which is also pretty fucking generic to every other fucking business model under the sun. By the way, his fucking Barbarian. Wait, what the fuck? A shocking, unexpected. Oh, this is the Barbarian review. His Barbarian review is fucking stupid. It's a good movie. I love Barbarian. I just hate his review of it. I don't remember his points. He just said, I don't want to spoil. It's good. Like, that's it. That's all I can remember. That's like the cliff notes of it. Let's see. Scary. Blues Clues. Okay, this, when he reacted to this, it was just him saying like, dude, this is Scary Blues Clues. Wow, dude, they made Blues Clues scary, man. Wow. This is the dude that would probably be the easiest mark for the Winnie the Pooh horror movie, which is so fucking bare bone, generic garbage nonsense. And it's like, yeah, and he'd probably eat that shit up. He'd probably eat it like a fucking pig at a slop station or whatever the fuck. Q&A and Sky Oblivion, man. Scary Dancer. Oh, this isn't fucking clickbait. This is how you don't make a movie. This is a clickbait using detractor titles. But he doesn't clickbait, guys. He's not like those other YouTubers. Like, fucking shut up, bitch.
A guy making curated content for a specific
Curated
audience.
my
if
ass.
You like this kind of content, which obviously you do, because I've been around for 15 years and you still...
Obviously you do. Obviously you do. You're here watching my streams every day, and apparently I have to tell you, I am not a shill. So you obviously love me, right?
Bait views. I'm a different kind of guy making curated content for a specific audience. If you like this kind of content, which obviously you do, because I've been
then why say if you like it, which obviously you do? This dude talks like a fucking commercial that you would turn off. This dude, shut up. Who talks like this to their audience? Like, don't even see the content creators that people say like all these people have gone corporate or whatever. I don't even see them talk to their audience the way that DSP talks to them. Like, not even the people who shill. This is a script from the generic dude who shills to you. This is a commercial, and he's sitting there acting as if he doesn't shill. I'm not a sponsored guy, man. I'm like you, man. But he talks like a fucking commercial, and it's so disingenuous and garbage and stupid. Like, this dude talks in buzzwords. It is so fucking bad, and it's like it's awful. It makes you want to throw up. It's just so fucking bad. It's so bad. I can't verbalize or describe how bad this is in a way that's not me just yelling like a madman like I am now. It is just that level. It's at that level where you could just put it on in the background and you'll just go to sleep and you'll not even remember what the fuck he was talking about. And then he probably wonders why people ask him the same fucking questions every day that he already covered, because his podcast is just innately bad. It's just baked to be bad. It's awful. It's the thing that's really bad about it, and I like that he needs to cut down on it, is that it's an hour of talking about nonsense, and it just melds together. There's nothing interesting. The reason why people watch podcasts to begin with is that you listen to, like, you know, for example, Mega 64. Yeah, I'm bringing them up for the 1000th time, but like, they make videos, they do all this other stuff, but it's nice to chime in to see, hey, what movies have they been watching? What video games have they been playing? All this kind of stuff, to hear what they have to say. This dude's podcast is so like segment based and all this stuff, and it's just not natural. Like, I don't watch the Mega 64 podcast and hear and listen. All right, guys, that's it for the intro segment of the Mega 64 podcast. Let's get on to the game review segment. Okay, guys, what games have we been playing? Oh, we've been playing this. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, that's the game segment. All right, shall we move on to the movie segment? And it's like, no one the fuck talks like that. And it's so fucking annoying to sit through a podcast that just feels so alien like this, and cold, and fucking manufactured. This dude talks like he's just been a manufactured factory corporate AI bot. Like, this is what an AI would come up with. Like, if you told an AI to make a podcast, this is what you'd get. Actually, that is what his podcast has become. It's an AI created fucking podcast.
15 years, and you still to this day support my efforts to make it. Please support it.
And like, even when Mega 64 goes into their own like fucking shill, when they show their own like event stream or merch or whatever, it's like actually more fucking tolerable than fucking this, because at least they just say, all right, we do have something to shill you guys. Yeah, it's gonna be some merch. We got some shirts. We got a DVD coming out. It's gonna be fucking cool. Whatever. And they show it and then they move on. And it's so quick, and it's just like so like, okay, whatever, that it's at least a little bit more bearable than this dude's fucking shill segment. Because all it is just him asking, hey guys, you know, we got tips. I put on glasses. You know what glasses are? These are the glasses. Yes. And then, you know, we also have $100. It's just fucking awful. And it's like, what do you really get out of it? At least with like the merch that Mega 64 like pushes, it's like I can at least get a shirt that's designed by an artist I actually like. You know what I mean, man. As I'm wearing a shirt that's designed by said artist.
Anything helps, whether it's engaging,
anything helps,
liking a stream or liking a video or leaving a comment or leaving feedback.
And then this. I say this before. This dude would convince me we should start having like heavy policing of comment sections, because this dude is telling people comment for the sake of it, pretty much, which should not be allowed, because they're pretty much, or saying comment to help the engagement. Like, that seems very scummy, but it's a hard rule to enforce, because how can you prove that, right? But this dude would make me want to put in the effort to do that, you know?
Bring a stream or a super thanks on a video that's eligible for it. or a membership or gifted membership. Right now, we dipped 100 members in 2 days. Memberships and gifted memberships, I'm sure, would be absolutely greatly appreciated by the community. Or tipping. And in particularly, in these next 2 weeks, I just opened the window. Here comes the fucking guy.
Oh my god, we're talking about fucking landscapers. Shut up.
I'm going to have to buy a ton of games that normally I would not be buying in that short of a period of time. In addition, I told you guys about this yesterday.
This dude is so fucking stupid. How? No, maybe it's not that he's stupid, but he just knows his audience is really stupid to not have the critical thought of this. We have had the hardcore gaming season for fucking years and years and years and years and years and years and years. He has said this every year. It's not abnormal for him to buy this many fucking games at one period of time or whatever the fuck. And even if he wants a semantics thing, well, it's not every day, man. It's only this blah, 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 blah. Okay, but you should be planning for that since in January. Like, if you know that the hardcore gaming season is coming around the corner, like, it's July, right? Shouldn't you put money aside? This is the dude that bought the Cadillac of fight sticks. Like, I just get more infuriated about that fucking purchase than anyone really should be. But it's just, think about it, right? You buy a like $400 stick. You buy a $100 game, Mortal Kombat 1, and all this stuff, knowing full well the hardcore gaming season's coming out. You already have a fight stick. You already have Street Fighter 6 on Xbox. Maybe you should like rule out stuff and say, well, I should save money for this. No, fuck it. I have wheels to carry me, dude. Like, that's really all it is. He just knows he's gonna get bailed out. Again, this is gonna be a long video, guys. Strap in.
Sadly, this month, my YouTube payment, which is my one big payment I get a month for everything, lands on a weekend. That means that payment gets delayed at least 2 to 3 days, if not longer. And I got bills that are coming due just a day or two after when it comes in. It sucks, but that's just reality. It's just a bad month because I have to pay a lot for games on top of the fact that my monthly payment is delayed. So, tipping would be an absolutely great way for you to support the streams because I get tips right away and I could put tips towards game cost and these other bills until I get paid by YouTube. So for the next 2 weeks, I would 100% appreciate if those of you who are already contributing could consider tipping. I'm not asking for anything above and beyond. I'm not asking for anyone to go crazy. I'm not sitting here doing a special fundraiser with a...
But see, this is what's stupid about this, though. He says this. Oh, I'm not asking anything crazy. I'm not asking anything wild. I'm just saying tip me if you're already gonna tip, blah, 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 blah. Then why go through the extra effort to explain to us about your payday and bills and all this stuff, right? Because if you're just asking for the same amount and just to tell people that he wants people to tip or whatever the fuck, why not just say, hey guys, you want to support you, super chat, member, or tip? Whatever, okay.
Tips goal to raise, that's not the point. The point I'm saying is, hey, if you were already going to contribute, you like the content, and you have the option to choose how to contribute, if you could tip me, that would actually be doing me a favor for the next couple of weeks. And then after that, it's not a concern. I don't have to talk about it anymore. Because in truth, I haven't really talked about something like that in months and months. But of course...
Alright, you know what? Actually, let's hear the baby say it.
People on the internet who say, oh, he's always begging. And he's always asking for this and that, which is bullshit. They just fucking over-exaggerate to make shit up. You would know that I haven't actually done something like this or said something specific like this in many months.
Many months, right? I mean, I guess he's kind of true. I'm gonna... It's a fucking semantics argument, but it's a stupid one, and I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, Phil. Let's see. Where's that long fucking daily rep? Okay, see... There's that one. There's another one. Liza P almost concludes. Where is it? Man, where is it? Oh my god, I fucking forgot it. I know he. I don't remember if he put. I almost said this. I almost thought that said stupid allegations. I don't know if he put what I'm looking for in the title or not. Mixed bag. Man. Let's just go to this one. It's 14 minutes long. It has to be it.
The tips have really dipped. Like, I'm not even
There we go.
I can
September. It was a month ago. He says many months. Many months. Many months. Many motherfucking months. September 6th. Last month. Last month. He's crying about how tips have slowed the fuck down. And he's like, I don't always beg, guys. Motherfuckers suck a fucking tip.
On one hand, the number of streams that we hit are tier 1.
Whoa, tier 1 goal, guys. We always hit the tier 1 goal. We always, oh my god, this was, I remember this now. Because the next day, he says, oh, my new goal is to hit the tier 1 goal once a day. He then hits it once a day, and he was like, the whole point wasn't to hit the goal once a day. It was like every stream, man, because blah blah blah. The fucking weird ass fucking walking back of the statement he told us, as if it wasn't right. And all this bullshit. I wanted to make a video about that because it was so disgusting. It's just so fucking shitty and scummy. It really is the definition of what he does. It's the most blatant example of how he fucking tells you what you want to hear, but he doesn't mean it. It is the most blatant example of it. Because of course you would want to hear, yeah, I want $50 a day, and that'd be cool, man. But in reality, he doesn't want that. And it's obviously he wants it every stream and all this stuff, whatever. And then he says that as if it's no big deal, as if we should be all okay with this. This fucking guy begs not every second of every day and all this stuff, but he begs enough to the point where it's a problem because it's predatory. DSP cries about how mobile games, these other streamers are predatory on kids, but this is predatory because he bakes it into a sea of nonsense to the point where honestly, I don't think it's a mistake or an accident that this dude does not want to upload raw streams or anything, because it would be less nonsense. It would become harder to bury these daily raps and all this stuff behind all this garbage. The fact that he has all these videos to upload, it's so easy to bury it. It's so easy to bury the body when there's so much shit you could cover it with. This dude is so predatory and manipulative. It's fucking disgusting. And this dude acts as if he's such a cool fucking guy. Oh, I'm so cool. I always beg to you guys, but the streams have been slow for so weird ways.
Tier 1 goal, and now it's like I'm rarely doing it.
Rarely doing it.
About all that is, I was doing better all summer. Playing Street Fighter 6. Yeah.
You see this? And he's saying, look, I've been playing old games, I've been doing better. Which is ironic because he brings up Street Fighter 6 and now this whole video is spawned from it. This dude is insane. And he needs to stop. I don't think these podcasts are helping. He wants to say that it helps him vent or whatever, but it doesn't. I don't think it is. And I think he needs to find a hobby. This shows how dangerous it is to not stimulate your brain in any way. Learning a new trade, learning stuff, reading, all this stuff can help you with your brain. And this dude doesn't do anything. He doesn't want to do anything, so he just talks and talks and talks and talks and talks and talks and talks. This video will be very long, and people can say whatever about it, but this video is just a video.
Actually said, hey, do whatever you want. It's all good. But it's just a bad situation right now in the next 2 weeks that I got to get through, and then we're back to normal, okay?
Was it a bad situation in September?
Please consider contributing via tips if you can, but everything is appreciated, and that is all I'm going to say. Done. I'm not going to keep bringing this up or anything, all right? So thank you for that. All right, so now let's get into our 2 topics that I really want to talk about. The first thing we should do, I think, is go through the schedule for the next week, so at least you guys know what's going on with the new releases.
Hate Army,
and the
please
like,
tell me you skip
and how I'm going to
this.
tackle them. So then what we'll do is we'll talk about the big topic, which is these night streams that have been going on in multiplayer recently.
Okay,
The
you definitely
feedback
skipped
I have
it.
received regarding them, because it seems like the feedback is pretty interesting and pertinent and meaningful. And again, I'm very thankful people give me that
Pertinent
feedback so I can
and
improve.
meaningful.
All right, so here we go.
Pertinent
All right,
and meaningful,
now let's
meaningfully
talk about
pertinent,
the topic at hand, which
robust.
is these night streams that have been going on recently. Okay, so here's the deal. I've noticed a pattern, and directly based on your feedback, all right, I'm now under.
Okay, let's talk about this fucking pattern bullshit, right? So he says there's a pattern with Call of Duty 3 Modern Warfare. Let's go back for that for a second. And that had one slow stream. Street Fighter 6 had one slow stream. How can you establish a pattern with one stream? Because he got supported Street Fighter streams in the past. So why is one stream being bad suddenly a pattern? When this dude has told us that not every stream, like, you see how meaningless his statement is about not every stream can be a winner. He's not expecting every stream to be the money maker or has to do well and all this stuff, and he gets that. He gets one slow stream, and we're dedicating podcast segments about it. We're talking about it. We're talking about how he's noticed a pattern, and it's like, shut up, because you're making money anyway. You got more than $0, and you got the other thing is, I don't know if it's this podcast. I think it was another one, if I remember correctly, whatever. But he was upset that people were saying that he did very well this one stream. I think it might be this stream, maybe. Yeah, I know, it probably is, because he got $100 tip in an AC in air conditioning Mirage, right? He gets that, and then he gets like nothing on that night stream, and then he was like saying, how can you say it's a good stream when I didn't make enough money in Street Fighter, and you didn't watch Ass Creed, so how do you know it's $100, and blah 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 blah. But it's like, you got $100 anyway. Anyone could just figure that out. It's really not that hard, and you don't need to do a lot of crazy mathematics for that. I don't know how he'd factor that in. Whatever. That's enough for 2 streams, which goes back to my point when he says he wants $50 a day. That if you get $100, that's 2 $50 bills, and like, just think about that, right? Okay.
Standing this pattern more.
I wonder
And I wanna thank
if
everyone
maybe
for
I
the
have like a
feedback they
bug.
gave me,
Maybe
allow
I'm a
me
little
to
bit sick,
explain.
because
Okay.
I'm like, because I feel like I don't think I have a fever.
I've noticed.
Like, that's,
Over
I
the
don't
last
know.
couple of weeks.
Maybe I'm
that
just
my late night
tired.
streams, which start at 6:45.
I've been
p.m.
feeling very
Central Time.
tired lately. I don't know.
Particularly when the late night stream is a game that I have to put a lot of attention into. So if I'm playing competitive Street Fighter,
I remember
or if I'm playing-
he fucking dogged on LTG for this too. I'm getting a little tiny bit ahead, but I remember he was making fun of LTG for having viewers make fun of him as he plays games and all that stuff and act nice, as if that never happened to him, and he's saying it's now happening to him. Kind of
Call
funny.
of Duty, and I have to be super hyper focused on the match.
We
to
have-
survive and get kill streaks and everything.
We have to listen to this. We have to talk about the gameplay. Like, so I've been noticing when I'm playing the game, I picked up a controller, and all this stuff. Like, do you really have to describe this to us? Like, we understand what a video game is, DSP. We watch video game streams. Like, this dude streams video games to his audience, and he's explaining how playing video games works to us. Do artists talk to other artists and explain to them why you should use references or whatever the fuck? Like, come on.
I can't just be sitting here and watching the chat and talking with you guys and having fun interaction. Instead, it's about this. It's about, oh my God, we gotta focus, right? In those situations that have been happening, I've noticed 2 distinct things that are going on, okay?
Okay.
Distinct thing number 1 is that viewership actually spikes, but it spikes for the wrong reasons, okay?
Now
If
there's
you
wrong
spike
reasons, but who
because-
fucking cares why it spikes though? You're playing Street Fighter 6. Oh, the views spiked, and if it's like viewers you don't like, who cares? They can't talk because it's 24-hour mode, and it's still engagement. Like, okay.
People were coming onto the stream because they were excited. Oh my God, Phil's doing a competitive multiplayer game, and we like him, seeing him play those and whatever. That's one thing. But what I'm noticing is it's not that. Sadly, it is a negative element.
How is it not that though? What if the negative element likes to watch you play Street Fighter though? I mean, I did like watching him play a fighting game in the past. Now though, he ruined it. He had to be such a tryhard baby about it that it's just not watchable. It's just awful, and he has become such an awful player. Like both like actually playing the game and just the kind of person he is about talking about the game. Because he's such a fucking like, oh my god, guys, this character is so OP. This character is low tier. Oh, the PC gamers must have found a way to make a super duper computer to play the game. And it's like, you're saying all this stuff, but do you even know what you're talking about? Like this dude doesn't even play neutral. He doesn't want to, use jabs. He just wants to use special moves the whole game. Like, shut up.
As opposed to a positive element. What does that mean?
Well,
Well, if you see me play a competitive game, there's a chance that I likely will be losing. And if I lose and get upset, people like to see me rage. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with...
But he is saying that, though. Just because you say there's nothing wrong with it, like, come on.
Me rage. Okay, that's fine. If you enjoy it, good. Come to the streams. But sadly, going hand in hand with that attention spike that I get when I play those games on late night streams comes a lot of annoyance and trolling in the chat. Essentially, what people have been telling me, all right, is sadly, they come to the chat, they want to see me play this game, they want to see me play Street Fighter, they want to see me try the Call of Duty beta. And what happens is there's 20 new accounts in the chat they've never seen before, right? They've all been created within the last week, so funny how that's just a coincidence. And they're all just sitting there being
This is stupid, though. Everyone makes accounts every day. Like, every waking day, someone's making an account. Like, who fucking cares? Like, I get it. Like, yeah, if you see an account that's fresh, chances are that someone in a stock account. Whatever. But, like, okay.
Jerks, right? They're all just sitting there saying, you see, Phil sucks at this and that. Haha. Like, I'll be playing Street Fighter. And I'll be playing a match, and a person will literally be doing just basic stuff, and I can't react. Like, man, the game is laggy. I just can't do a move. And then they'll say, no, Phil just sucks. See, that's an amazing player. And they're spanking Phil, and he just can't.
See how fucking stupid this fucker is about fighting games, and see how insufferable this is. Because he's playing online, and he's saying, oh, this is basic shit or whatever. And someone could have the objective statement to say, no, the player's actually pretty good. They can just have that opinion, but apparently it's negative to think that. But this dude can body someone online and be like, look at me, I'm so good, man. Law, I know what I'm doing, man. And all this stuff. Like, he's passing judgment on all these other players and how good they are. And, oh, do they understand the game or not? Like, I mean, to be fair, man, sometimes I do say that as well when I get fucking salty enough. In Strive specifically, I don't know, like, whatever. Revelator, I don't think I'm that good, and I feel like I just get by pro players in Revelator, so, whatever. But even though in Strive, I don't get that a lot. I never say that to a lot of people when I play them. I may say that about Happy Chaos players because I just fucking despise Happy Chaos, to be honest. So it's a little bit, personal hatred on that, but, I do mostly get mad, though, that now I'm trying to remember my own rage. I don't think it's necessarily me getting mad at the opponent. It's more that I see what the opponent is trying to do, and I know a move I'm trying to get out would stop it, and I just can't get the input in time. It's either I don't get the directional inputs correctly, because I am using a hitbox. That's right, yes, I use it, okay. And, if I don't get and it's just the timing of the directions that I don't always get, because I do you have to do like a half circle back forward to do a super with some of my main characters. So it's like, okay, I know this super is gonna work. I need to get it, and sometimes I do this, and it's just like it reads like this. So it's like I don't get this motion, which I'm trying to get, and I don't know why. Like it's worse when I do this. And I think it's because my index finger is shorter than my ring finger, so it's like, you know, it's all kinds of funny.
You know, who wants to see that? It's like a 4-year-old
Wait, what?
just can't do a move. And then they'll say, haha, no, Phil just sucks. See, that's an amazing player. And they're spanking Phil, and he just can't take it. You know, who wants to see that?
Who wants to see that? But what? But why would whatever?
It's like a 4-year-old on a schoolyard teasing someone in the corner, right? It's like no one wants to fucking put up with that shit, especially anyone who's an actual positive viewer. No one wants to see or hear that nonsense, right? And then there's people that come and they'll start insulting us.
I mean, like, I kind of get it, but at the same time, I don't see a lot of people who play fighting games that sit there and cry about their opponent. Like, they might get mad. Like, you know, you watch that Justin Wong clip where he makes fun of a dude in Mortal Kombat, and he's like, "Welcome to the real world. Welcome to the real world," and he just like bodies the kid. And he's like, "Well, that's kind of negative." But it's like, Justin Wong didn't sit there and say, "Hey kid, you're a terrible player. You're a fucking piece of shit. You don't know how to play. What a scrub." He just sat there and was like, "Yeah, welcome to the real world," and that was it. Like, which isn't really making fun of the kid. He's just kind of making fun of the situation that the kid went online and he just happened to be like to meet up someone that's like better than him or whatever the fuck. Like, that's kind of what it is. And DSP makes the same kind of jokes, but in a more cringy, toxic way. Like, Justin Wong thing, I wouldn't even say it's that toxic. I mean, people could be upset about it or whatever, but I don't think it was that offensive because he wasn't like telling the kid to die in a fire or some shit. Like, he wasn't being like superly toxic. He was just saying, "Welcome to the real world." Like, it wasn't the kid. He was saying, "All right, kid, get some rope, man." Like, you know, he wasn't like doing that kind of shit. Like, he was just saying like, "Welcome to the real world," which is like, you know, kind of funny.
People, they'll start trying to bring up drama. Like, for example, let's say I'll notice someone's being toxic, so I'll ban them, and then I'll go back to playing, and then all of a sudden, oh, why'd he get banned? Who banned him? What's going on? Banning. Oh, it's too censored here. Oh.
Now, you don't have to be like an OG to remember this, but this dude literally says that if people say that, they'll be banned or whatever. Like, he said that that's against the rules. So shouldn't those people be banned? Why don't they get banned? It's so funny. Oh, this is a good clip. Oh my god. I might make this the thumbnail. This is like great. This is great content. This is like a very specific kind of baby mode. The nose is like gone. Oh man.
Oh, yeah, and this is what the whole chat becomes. All right. Now,
and then the difference, it goes from that to just perfectly pristine. Phil is so wild. I don't know if it's a hate army thing or if it's his camera or whatever, because I just noticed it more with hate army. So I'm gonna assume it's him. Maybe it's the green screen effect. I don't know, but it's just like you would get this clean image that also is this website. It might be a hate army thing. Maybe. Truthfully,
it's hard for me to recognize this and focus on it because I'm playing the game. When I'm playing the game, that's my focus. So I have to be paying attention. If I'm not paying attention to a competitive game, why am I playing it? I might as well not even play at all. I'm trying to win. But
I was thinking about that. I'm thinking about that face now. It's like an Easter egg. It's like someone will put that in between a frame, just somewhere randomly, and you wouldn't even notice it. You could blink and miss it. It's like what Ano did in End of Ava or Ava in general, whatever the fuck, where he just puts like random shit in between frames that you could just not notice it.
I'm not able to focus as much on the stream, and therefore sometimes it gets out of control.
And this is what I mean. I talked about this before, where he just gets up. He gets up. Dude, this is not good content. This is not fun. This is not meaningful. This isn't good. You don't just get up. Like, come on.
Oh, here's the thing. I acknowledge what you're saying. I agree with you.
Wait, what?
Window, because it's getting too stuffy in here. Now I have to keep opening and closing it during the podcast. There's nothing I can do, right?
Why just leave it open?
Here's the thing. I acknowledge what you're saying. I agree with you, and I apologize. I have to come out and say, you're right. This is absolutely happening on these late-night multiplayer streams. This is a concerted effort from people who don't like me to try to come by and purposefully derail my
No,
stream.
I mean, honestly, I talk about this a lot about his chill streams, and I'll say it again. His chill streams are intentional. I don't want to say intentionally, but they've always been open to trolls. Always. Like compared to the daytime stream versus the night streams, like he just lets it slide more at night, and he talks about it more. Like he talks about troll stuff all the time during the night streams, and then he bans it in the daytime.
Noticed that on those late night streams, unlike let's say a stream of Starfield, right? Because if I'm playing Starfield and I'm just chilling and relaxing, and it's a narrative-based game, I have tons of opportunity to look at the chat and talk with you guys.
Oh my god. Hold up. I'm gonna get a little snack. But I can pause the recording, so hold up. Yes, I'm back. As you can see, I learned the magic of pausing recordings. Yeah.
Have fun and take care of that nonsense. I mean, people tried doing that during my Chrono Trigger playthrough, and they got smacked the fuck off the stream and never came back. And the same thing, I'm playing Starfield, I can pay attention, and I can take care of that shit, right? But I can't pay attention to it all when I'm playing multiplayer games, alright?
Okay.
Now, you might say, well, it sounds like the issue is moderation, okay?
Hold up.
Can't pay attention to it all. Smack the fuck off the stream and never chat and talk with you guys and have fun and take care of that nonsense. I mean, people tried doing that during my Chrono Trigger playthrough, and they got smacked the fuck off the stream and never came back. And
But they made sucks though. Come on.
same thing, I'm playing Starfield, I can pay attention and I can take care of that shit, right?
Right?
But I can't pay attention to it all when I'm playing multiplayer games, alright? Now, you might say, well, it sounds like the issue is moderation, okay? Well, I agree with you again, because here's the truth.
Here's the truth.
Street Fighter 6, if you remember, I was playing his daytime streams for the longest time over the summer. Did we have that problem during the summertime? Nope. You want to know why we didn't have that problem? Because typically on the daytime streams, there's more moderation. You'll see one or two mods will swing by. They'll help out for an hour or two at a time. They'll shut that nonsense down. And so the daytime streams are usually under control. It's not a big deal. It's usually these night streams where it becomes an issue, correct?
But you know, the thing is that's kind of weird though. I swear I've seen mods on the night stream, but he also has like an international audience. He has mods that are in college. Like, you know, it kind of adds up, you know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't, of course they're not going to attend a night stream. They have school, man. Unless you're Derek.
Now, you might say, well, Phil, why don't you just have more moderators? What's
Mod
going on
Derek.
with that? Well, let's talk. Let's be transparent about it, all right? I used to have way more moderators. I did. I used to have a team of around 15 to 20 moderators at one point. And at that point, everyone complained there were too many mods, and it was over moderation, and people didn't like it. They actually got upset. There was too much moderation. So at one point, I actually advised everyone, let's cut back on moderation. Let's make the chats a little bit.
This is stupid. This is fucking stupid. Okay? So, he had too many mods. That's what people said all the time back then. Back in the day. But the thing is, see, this is what I mean. Mr. Moderation Man has no moderation. It's either we must have an army of mods or no mods at all. There's no in between. So he had like 10, like 15. Why not just have 10? Why not have 5? Why not have 6? No, it's either we get like a buttload or nothing at all.
More free, a little bit more open. Let's give people more of an opportunity to talk more. And if people are razzing me and doing memeing, it's fine. Let me be the
Hold
ultimate
up.
person to make the chats a little bit more free, a little bit more open.
I want to listen to this. Listen to this.
Let's give people more of an opportunity to talk more. And if people are razzing me and doing
What does that fucking mean? Think about it though. He's talking how he wanted to lessen the moderation. And he says we should let people talk more. Dude. How does that make any sense? Think about it. You moderate when people are breaking the rules. So you're saying that, oh, we should let them talk? Like, were you banning people for talking? Like, what? It's too ambiguous to just throw out there and not know what it sounds like.
it's fine. Let me be the ultimate person to determine what's allowed and what's not, okay? And during this time period, and this is years ago too, by the way. This is like maybe 2 years ago, roughly, 2-3 years ago, when I decided to be more lenient with moderation. Essentially what happened is some moderators fell out of interest of being moderators. And we had a few people who left. They said, I'm just too busy. I'm not going to do it anymore. A lot of moderators stopped coming. Fell out of interest.
This is Cope. This dude has been making weird cope for weird things lately. This is another thing I've been noticing. Like, he could, he could be, let's see, canceling a subscription, and he'd make up some weird-ass cope about canceling a subscription, which isn't, thrilling, you know? But this dude had mods that said that they were just busy. That's it. It wasn't, oh, you don't need us anymore, bye. It was just literally, I'm busy and all that. But he has to make it sound as if, oh, I made the decision. Me. No, dude. No, dumbass.
Of being moderated. And we had a few people who left. They said, I'm just too busy. I'm not going to do it anymore. A lot of moderators stopped coming to streams more.
And then you get a fucking lip smack. Like, is he gonna kiss someone right now? Like, come on.
Regularly, because they realized they weren't really needed as much. So, since it wasn't as big of a concern, right? They stopped really caring as much. And let's be honest, take streams more regularly because they realized they weren't really needed as much. So, since it wasn't as big of a concern.
But the thing is, though, his mods have been doing that for years, though. They show up and then they leave. Like, it's been a thing. Even before this, though. Like, I don't remember if the mods in the old DSP chats, like back when he used to stream on his own website. Remember when he used to have a website? In his own IRC chat. I don't even think if mods were, they would be there for a bit. Oh god, I'm doing it now too. But I'm eating crackers. I have an excuse. I'm eating a little snack. So, guys in the comments, if you say, "Oh my God, Theo, you're doing this," well, I'm eating some crackers. Okay, so calm down. Okay, calm down.
Right? They stopped really caring as much. And let's be honest. Take a look. Really, right now, take a look at the chat. Is it bad? No, it's fine. Right? Most of my streams are good. It's just these trolls have definitely focused in on the late night multiplayer sessions as the ones that they've realized they can try to ruin. Okay? They know that now. Like, they have hyper focused on those streams. Okay?
Oh my god.
Now, here's the other half of why this is a bad thing. If you're coming to a stream, know that.
This just like, I got excited to talk about this. Let's hear it again.
Like, they have hyper focused on those streams. Okay?
We hyper focus on those streams. Motherfucker, my guy, your chill streams have always been like the thing that trolls go to because you make it so easy. You're so open to re-troll messages during the night streams. Like, you don't have the same effort because his chill streams are just him trying to sleep as he games. Street Fighter is the only stream, any multiplayer game is the only time where he's mildly awake as he games. But if he's playing like Mario or Chrono Trigger or whatever, he's like ready to go to bed as he games.
Now, here's the other half of why this is a bad thing. If you're coming to a stream to watch me play a multiplayer game, right? and you want to see if I'm going to do well or not. And even if I don't do well, that's fine, as long as there's some moral support or whatever. But all you're seeing in the chat
on Twitch, yeah, like Equilibrium and all those people, they were prominent in the night streams, and this is back on Twitch.
Is toxic shit. Phil sucks ass, and this fucking or not. And even if I don't do well, that's fine, as long as there's some moral support or whatever. But all you're seeing in the chat is toxic shit. Phil sucks ass, and this fucking person's doing this and that, and this one's a troll, that one's a troll, this is a troll. And like, who the hell?
Hey, what?
Chat is toxic shit. Phil sucks ass.
Remember though, guys, DSP doesn't think that he's better than anyone else, and he's not like an amazing player. Wow, Phil sucks ass at this game. Okay, this is toxic.
And this fucking person's doing this and that, and this one's a troll, that one's a troll, this is a troll. And like, who the hell wants to stick around for that? And so some of the feedback I received in the last 24 hours, when I asked you guys, I said this last night, I said, I've noticed in this last week, the Modern Warfare 3 beta stream and the Street Fighter stream I did last night with Lily, pretty much we had high viewership, but lots of trolling and incredibly low support. Like, for a stream that has 500 viewers on a late stream, how did I make $10 all night? And this has happened twice this week. And you know what? I got really good feedback. And here's the feedback I got. And I got this feedback from multiple regulars. We don't want to come to your late night multiplayer streams anymore. We've tried it, and at first it was fun, but what's happened is the trolls are targeting them now. And when we go there, we can't have fun. It's just a bunch of shitty assholes coming and crapping all over everything, and it's not a positive, fun environment to be in. Instead, you try to play the game, and sometimes you fail, and you get upset, and then when you go back to the chat, all you see is trolling, and it pisses you off, and it just makes it a toxic environment, and we don't want to be there.
These are the weirdest regulars, you know? But I don't know, his chat's also pretty weird in general.
So, yeah, that's the feedback I'm getting is the regulars are actually telling me we don't want to come to your late night multiplayer streams anymore. We used to like them, but now there's not enough moderation, so the trolls are not under control. And because the trolls aren't under control, they derail the stream when you're playing. It just exacerbates the situation, makes it worse. So you don't have a good time, we don't have a good time, and therefore we're not going to be there to support it. And that's what's going on. That's exactly.
Are these regulars like whales though? Like, he says regulars, but like a regular can be someone that doesn't give money either. I mean, whatever.
The feedback I received, and I was shocked by a few people who actually sent me that message because I was like, I didn't think of it that way. And when they said that, okay, I guess that does make sense. All right.
Wait, what?
Just exacerbates the situation, makes it worse. So you don't have a good time, we don't have a good time, and therefore we're not going to be there to support it. And that's what's going on. But
this is kind of stupid though, because they like Phil, right? They love Phil. They love Philip Burnell. They love his content, right? Why would they not support their content creator that they like so much? That's kind of like I'm thinking about it, and it's like it's so fucking weird because they like his content supposedly, but the chat's negative, so they don't want to give the people they like money. Okay.
Exactly the feedback I received, and I was shocked by a few people who actually sent me that message because I was like, I didn't think of it that way. And
then he didn't think of it that way. Dude, you don't think about your chat? Like, this dude has no investment in his chat. He says he does, but I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. Because why the fuck is he saying, like, he told us for months, it's okay, we don't have a lot of mods. You see any trolls here? We shut it down, man. Or whatever the fuck. But this dude does not give a fuck. He just doesn't want to work. Like, that's why when he has people like Radical Jaws, for example, say racist stuff, he's hesitant to ban him because he doesn't want to. Because it's like, this guy gives me money. I don't want to ban him. Like, he doesn't care about his fucking chat. Because if he did, he'd be banning these problematic actors in his chat. Like, OIC threatened to dox Kevin Bernstein or whatever. People were negative to Kevin Bernstein for years. And this dude just jumped in on it. He participated with it too. And Kevin Bernstein, being such a weak noodle, stayed there. The only thing that Kevin Bernstein stood up for was not giving him $100 anymore. Now he gives him like $5 sometimes, but it's mostly a membership. And it's like, that's all it is. And he didn't give a fuck. In fact, he yelled at Kevin Bernstein for being upset about it. Like, he was kind of victim blaming Kevin Bernstein for being targeted by OIC. Like, just think about that for a second. And he's sitting there saying, oh, my chat was being attacked by trolls. But his own whales make his own chat not welcoming anyway. So his chat is the most, like, awful chat you could actually see, because it's just a bunch of infighting. And DSP does nothing about it, because the most he'll do is ban the person who isn't a support. You have to pretty much hope that the instigator is a non-supporter, because then he can be kicked out. If it is, then you just gotta hope, you gotta pray that he could just say, dude, stop being mean, and the dude will be okay, dude. Otherwise, it will never go back. Like, OIC has just been there, and has been constant attention fishing. But okay.
Okay, I guess that does make sense.
He gets it. Uh-huh.
So, the question is, what do we do to remedy the situation? And by the way, I want to say this, I take responsibility.
No, you don't.
I'm the person who runs this stream. No one else does. I'm the one who ultimately turns on this stream, determines what games are played on each stream. I run the streams, okay?
No.
I should...
This dude literally brags how he designed his content with his audience in mind and all this stuff. Like, his audience gets to choose the games he plays sometimes, whatever.
Been listening to your feedback more attentively, and I should have asked this question earlier, and I didn't. You know, to my
there are moments you may be able to find it where his chat brought this up to him in the past, and what he told them was, there's no drama. There's no trolling in chat. We got it locked out. I see a troll, I ban it. You guys don't need to keep snitching and all this stuff. Like, he literally complained how his audience was telling about trolls in chat all the time. Like, he got mad about it. He had, like a lot of this stuff that he's complaining about was in the making with him, if you think about it.
Philosophy was, just ignore the trolls. Just ignore the trolls. Just ignore the trolls. Well, you may have here, and I didn't. You know, to my philosophy was, just ignore the trolls.
This is so stupid. This is so mind-numbingly stupid and so ignorant as to what people were telling him about ignoring the trolls meant. When it comes to moderating your chat, obviously you're not going to ignore the trolls, because you have to read the trolls to ban them. When people tell DSP to ignore the trolls, is in regards to stuff that gets to him, that people try to say to him that gets him. If he bans them and like just leaves it at that, that's enough. He doesn't need to have a whole speech about banning someone or whatever song and dance he loves doing. But he does it anyway. Like, this is how stupid this fucker is. He sits there like, I believe in ignoring the trolls. This dude has pre-streams complaining about trolls. He has talked about trolls so many times. It's kind of unbelievable for him to say this and not laugh. That his philosophy was like, ignore the trolls. Yeah, my philosophy is to, like, not eat food when I'm hungry, dude. Oops, man. Bleh.
Just ignore the trolls.
I don't know, whatever.
Well, you may have noticed now maybe some of you are actually starting to understand what I've been saying over the years. You can't just ignore the trolls, because even as much as you try to pretend they're not there, they can...
But this is so stupid. This is like you tell this is like you tell a restaurant owner when they have a rowdy customer to just ignore them, man. And then, before you know it, the rowdy customers are turning the whole sandwich shop upside down, and they burn it to the ground. Like, come on, dude. Use your fucking brain. Like, it's pretty much, okay? To bring up the sandwich shop example again. It's like the sandwich shop owner is complaining about negative reviews online about people saying the owner is a fat asshole and he's stupid and he has gout and it's awful, right? But the wife of the owner tells him that that he should just ignore the negativity, ignore the trolls. That's what they're talking about. To ignore shit like that. But when you have people show up to your streams and are being assholes about whatever the fuck, then you have the right to ban them. It's your fucking chat. But this dude is so scared to be called a fucking Nazi in his chat. But the thing is, the people who are mad are either not your fan or viewers that you should kind of cater for at all, because if they're willing to just call you a Nazi for banning someone that's been a piece of shit in your chat, then maybe they're not your fan, DSP. The other thing is, people will always be mad when you ban them. Like, they will all just be mad. This is the thing you have to accept. And it is what it is. Like, it's unfair, sure, that, maybe people should just move on if they get banned, whatever. But it is what it is. Like, you can't willingly control people. Like, you can't just control people to live their lives or whatever. People will just be people. They'll do whatever. But you have the tools to just ban them outright, and that's it. Like, there you go. But if your answer is to just acknowledge them and complain about them every day, then it's kind of counterproductive. Like, come on.
Still be intrusive to life, to stream, to whatever it is. They can still be intrusive. As much as you do, they don't exist to me. They don't matter. They still can find a way to negatively affect stuff. And this is a case in point. I didn't want to really acknowledge them or pay attention to them or talk about them. These streams I've just let roll. And now what's happened is increasingly less moderation, more trolls. Regulars don't even want to attend them anymore. And now I get no support on them. Even though I'm having
Again, this is the guy who tells us all about moderation, right? Oh, everyone wants to do too much this or too much that, but it's moderation, man. Yeah, if you have less mods, you're gonna get more trolling. So, but if people are complaining that there's too much moderation, the answer isn't, let's get 0 mods. It's, okay, maybe we should just, do something a little bit more nuanced here. No, that's stupid.
That Modern Warfare 3 stream the other night, I had a blast. That felt like a blast from the past. I was playing on classic maps from a game from 14 years ago, and I remember these maps, and now they're very different. They've tweaked them. But still, it felt like a throwback for me. And I had a crazy kill streak. I got Juggernaut.
This dude is such a mark. He's such a mark. He is the only one that is seeing praises about this game. Everyone's like, it's kind of phoned in. It's not that good, whatever. But DSP is the only one. And the first thing you hear about him loving the game, it's just like the old game. Oh, it has the old maps and all this stuff. Man, it's like back then. This is another good fucking face. I'm kind of mad now. Now I have 2 good faces for a thumbnail. 2. How is that even possible? I got it. I don't know. We'll see.
I was running through the map squishing people.
Squishing
it was fun
people.
As shit. And then to find out, wow, trolls just invaded and people weren't enjoying it in the chat, and that's why I had no support that night. That's telling. You know what I'm saying? So there's basically a few ways to go about this. Okay?
Okay.
And I guess the question is, what's the best option? Because I want to talk with my audience about this before I make any decisions. Okay? Really?
Wait, what?
Okay? And I guess the question is, what's the best option? Because I want to talk with my audience about this before I make any decisions. Okay?
He's talking to his audience right now. He has to tell his audience that he wants to talk to the audience.
So, here's a few things that can be done, right? Number 1, I can try to get more moderators. All right? Now, that's a tough one. Why? Because it's hard.
Well, look how stupid this is, though. Yet again, DSP See, this is the bullshit with his feedback arc. is that all it is just him getting shields to do stuff, and then if someone doesn't like it, you can blame the audience. Like, look at the Street Fighter shit. Look at it. He went on this whole conspiracy theory about PC gamers having the super duper advantage with their megaton super duper computers. And all this stuff that apparently it like helps them play games now, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. And then he's like, this is what's going on. And then if I turn crossplay off, I'm gonna get 0 players. I'm gonna get like 2 people. Then people were telling him, then why don't you turn off crossplay to see, how the game is or whatever, to disprove the player base debate or whatever the fuck. And to his surprise, he was able to get matches on PlayStation, even though he said he wouldn't be able to get it. Now, of course, people probably assumed that this would be temporary and he'd turn crossplay back on. No, it's off forever now because he gets easy wins. Why would he turn it off? And now he's saying, now when people are telling him, hey, can you turn it off? He's like, well, now these people are saying to turn it off because, like, they're trolls and all this stuff. Because he doesn't want to turn crossplay back on. He turned it off. He wants to keep it off now because he's happy with it. And since the audience volunteered to give him that idea, they're now the reason why it won't be turned back on, even though the audience could also tell them to help him turn it back on anyway. But it doesn't matter now. It's all moot. It's a never-ending cycle with this fucking asshole. And this dude is like, well, I listen to the people, man. But when he listens to them, he just determines, oh, they're trolls, so I'm not gonna listen to them. When it fits him, when it pleases him. So he has to listen to feedback. So 1, he has to read your feedback. 2, he has to see the benefit in it. And 3, once he does that thing, he cannot go back. It's so fucking stupid. It's like when, for years, we were like, oh, he should wear nicer shirts and all this stuff. He gets like these collared button-down shirts, but they're fucking tacky. It's shirts your like tacky, creepy, weird-ass uncle would wear that you don't like to hang out with because he's weird. And he wears just sandals, barefoot sandals, and he just walks around and he just visits for a very long time and you hate him. Because he's weird and creepy, but you can't say that to him because he's your uncle, man. Yeah.
Trust people these days. It is. A lot of these people literally sit in chat and pretend to be positive elements just to find out later on they're catfishing.
And then, like, he does all this. So now he's like, he couldn't come up with his own to this conclusion that he needed to get mods, right? So he wants his audience to say it. So that way, if it goes south, he could blame the audience. Now, the thing that is so fucked up about him and mods is that he tends to kind of favor those that throw the money at him. Like, if you give him a lot of money, you'll just get it. You'll just become a mod. Everyone would always guess a whale become mod to always find out the whale has become a mod. And then there'd be one random ass dude, like one random motherfucker you never see in chat, also get mod at the same time. And I would say that kind of mod is a token non-whale mod, which is like really funny because I never would expect in my life to see a thing such as a token mod to be a thing. And here we are. Like, you hear that and you think I'm talking about some like a corporation like Disney made a Twitch channel and they're like, yeah, we have a diverse mod staff, and it's just a label and all this stuff. But no. DSP has pioneered the token mod. He pioneered it, and he got a mod that's not a whale, the obligatory not a whale mod. But you just never heard of this dude ever. It's that time that he modded what's his name, Frogga the Kid. I never heard of this dude. I don't know who that dude was. I was like, who the fuck is Frogga the Kid? And he was mod. It's like, why was he a mod? I never heard of this dude. He modded King of Golf at one point. I'm like, who was he? Like, I think he was like some guy. I don't remember his original name. I want to say it was Jeff or something to do with Jeff. But it was just these random ass people getting fucking mods, and then you find out that they were trolls. But it's like, yeah, you modded random ass people. Like, he did mod Kate when he was on Twitch. Kate was a constant regular who made constant Taco Tuesday jokes. That she couldn't be mod? No, why would she be mod? I think she was like a nurse, so like maybe he would feel bad that a nurse would have to take time out of her busy work schedule to be a mod. I mean, I get it. I mean, once you get that kind of paycheck being a nurse, working for free with DSP is kind of you don't want that on your resume.
That happened twice to me so far. All right, over the years, where there's someone who sits in chat for
this is funny.
Just to find out later on they're catfishing. That happens. It is. A lot of these people literally sit in chat and pretend to be positive elements just to find out later on they're catfishing.
But see, the thing is, DSP is such a bad judge of character, like that, and he's blaming these people for tricking him. But this dude just had a bad luck. I mean, Marl, I'll be honest, I kind of was not expecting the twist on that one, because I wasn't really, I didn't pay attention to the fucking mods at that time. I only found out later. I was like, what the fuck? And I kind of remember how it went down as well, and I kind of was kind of bummed, because I was like, man, if he just kept the thing to his chest that tightly, because I think he told one person, and then that person kind of like blew the lid open. I was like, oh man, like, if he just didn't do that, it would have been something else.
That happened twice to me so far. All right, over the years, where there's someone who sits in chat for a whole freaking year on an account and pretends to be a person that they're really not. They've invented an
He acts as if this is some crazy thing that was like, that takes a lot of work. It does take a lot of work. Like, he acts as if like this dude literally went out of his way to get a whole new birth certificate to do this, and to make another identity and all this stuff, which he didn't. This person just made an account like this, and this I vaguely remember too. And I don't know if this person is gonna comment to correct me on this. Maybe he will. Maybe this person will comment. But I think this person didn't even say he tried to be a girl. He was just like, yeah, he named his character Marl or Marley, whatever the fuck, Marle. It was a character after that Chrono Trigger character, and he was just talking in chat. That's all. That's it. And everyone just assumed the gender. Just assumed it was a woman. And you know how it is on the internet, which is funny. I mean, a little side note. I follow this artist on Twitter. This person does a lot of jury and Minot fan art, so some of you who follow me on Twitter probably know who I'm talking about. I have seen so many people assume that this person is a woman a lot. Like, I see a lot of people that say, she did this, and she, all this stuff, but it's a dude. And a little side tangent, because that when I started seeing this a lot, because I've seen a lot of stuff, this person has, whatever. I mean, there's nothing like really crazy, but it's just whatever. But this person has like a pronouns in bio, and I'll be honest, seeing people just assume that this person is a woman, to me, kind of makes sense why people do have pronouns in their bio, and I don't think it's that big of a deal to have pronouns in bio, because I've seen so many people, like, you could say you don't care and that's fine, but I think like if it does, like, if you're just like, hey, I just want to, like, put it out there, put it out there, whatever. But man, it was just so funny that I sat there and was like, oh, I get it. So to rope it back to DSP land, everyone just assumed Marla was a woman, and that's where it all like kind of snowballed. And he's saying as if Marl did this. No, they did it themselves. They can't blame Marl for them assuming his or her gender. You can't just blame the person for that.
Persona up, they made it up. It's completely fabricated. And so they sit here and they pretend to be a positive element, and then they'll say, hey, I offer my services, I'd like to help you out as a moderator.
And I think the person also said, like, once he started noticing that people assumed that he was a woman, he just kind of doubled down on it just to continue with it, because if you have people who are volunteering to fall for a fucking ploy, I mean, you're just gonna take it at that point. Like,
I will give you a chance. So we give him a chance as a moderator, right? And they seem to be doing a good job, right? And the next thing you know, 6 to 8 months into them being a moderator, all of a sudden one day, they're doing awful things. They're banning a ton of people in the chat for no good reason. They're saying awful things, you know. Oh my God, I leaked secret moderator conversations, which is
This is stupid though. Now people have brought up like, well, you know, all these reasons, but the reason why the Discord leaks were a big deal was that it wasn't a massive thing. It was not like, oh, DSP admitted to a crime or anything, but he was talking about Tevin in the Discords. He was talking about other detractors in the Discords, as he told us every day. I don't care about the detractors. Yet those Discord leaks show that he talked about the detractors. And then you have the PWW shit that happened. Like, why? You know, now, he can argue he didn't dox PWWs or whatever, but even if he censored the address and all that stuff, it's still kind of fucked up to me that he showed the driver's license of PWW, censored or not, to other people in his Discord. Like, you know, he says there's nothing massive about that, but I just want you to think about how everyone would react if, let's say, you know, Mega 64, Moist Critical, H3H3, Keemstar, you know, all these big names, right? Were found out that they were passing around other people's like driver's license around. You think that people would just say, "Oh, that's nothing," and I mean he censored it, so it's nothing, man. No, people would talk about it for days because it's kind of a big deal. A dude emails you their driver's license, and the first thing you do is to go to your Discord and post it for all to see.
hilarious. All they do is they'll leak like a chat between my moderators about nothing, about like daily life, about, you know, how to moderate the chat. It's basic stuff, nothing controversial, absolutely nothing secret behind the scenes. Oh, look, I leaked the secret discussion server. What are you talking about? There's nothing on there of any content.
Okay, so then you know what? I want every mod, okay, to just post the Discord leaks. Just do it. I mean, DSP said there's nothing special about them. I think another mod started leaking the Discord stuff, and then DSP was demanding that person to come forward so he could remove him from the Discord, which is kind of funny. But if it's not such a big deal, then why did he go through the effort to get rid of him, right?
To anyone, none of it is important. We're not sitting there all day discussing clandestine plans about my streams and content. I don't talk about my deep personal life and stuff on there. What are you talking about? They're just idiots. You see what I'm saying? Like, they fabricate as much as they can to make it act like
massive
drama.
downplay.
There's no drama. They make up drama, you see? But just think about that. Someone who would sit around for a year on a stream pretending to be someone else, actively...
The dude pretended to be single for a year, by the way.
Chatting, acting positive, just to find out it's someone else. This has happened with Marl. This has happened with Plum Girl.
Okay. So, Marl I talked about, right? I talked about Marl a lot because Marl gave us the greatest video of all time. I love this video. Like, part of me wants to watch it again because it's so fucking good, but it's 10 minutes and this is an hour-long video. We don't need this to be super duper long, but maybe a bonus at the end. Maybe I'll see where we're at time wise. But you give us the best video I've ever seen. I love the video. I just love the video. I love it so fucking much. It's like I just think about that all the time. I'm just like, man, he'll never make a video like that ever again. And then I get sad about that. But it's a great video. It's a banger. I love that video. It's definitely up there in one of my favorite fucking DSP moments. It's one of my favorite, like, personal favorite. But so whatever. We talk about Marl. Great trolling happened there. But Plum Girl, I don't think was ever a mod. I think Plum Girl fucking was just tipping a lot, like $4 or whatever the fuck. She was a regular, I think. I don't think she was ever a mod. Was Plum Girl ever a mod? So correct me. I don't think she was. I'm not. I refuse to listen to DSP because I feel like DSP is trying to gaslight me into thinking that, because I don't think Plum Girl ever was a mod. Plum Girl was just a very positive regular that showed up and like gave money and talked in chat a lot, and then was starting to do some trolling. Then DSP banned Plum Girl. I don't think Plum Girl was ever a mod. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Actually happened with 2 other accounts as well, although they weren't really pretending to be someone else. They were just pretending to be nice. What was it? Anonymous? There was another one too, and I actually forgot their fucking...
I mean, and you know what? It makes you just want to think about Plum Girl now, because I don't think she was a mod. And DSP admitted that he got catfished by Plum Girl. Like, what the fuck does that mean? If Plum Girl wasn't a mod, I mean, at this point, I kind of hope she was a mod. I hope I'm wrong, because if she's not, then what was the fucking end game there? Like, he got catfished for Plum Girl for... Why? Like, what was the situation? I didn't even... Because... Why would he... Like, you know? I'm scared to even ask.
That's how much I really care about him, right? I don't really think about these people.
This dude made a tombstone for Dachonkla or whatever. You know, I used to dunk on Dachonkla for a bit, but maybe I was too harsh. Maybe I was too harsh, because I mean, I don't know.
So this has happened tons of times over the years, right?
I think maybe what it was back then, back in the day, I was mostly mad at how easy it is to spot to know that these people were trolls. And DSC modded them. You know, with King of Galf, I think DSC banned him multiple times. And DSC then modded him. And I was like, why would you mod someone that got banned multiple times? That doesn't really make any sense.
And so, when you think about this, and you're like, so, if people are willing to go that far to fake it, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Who do you trust? I don't know. Right now, I can tell you I trust every moderator I have. I do. Because I only have a few left. There's only like maybe 6, 7 moderators that I have. And they don't come by full-time at all. Every once in a while, they'll swing by and they'll help moderate. And I like that because there's no pressure. It's not like I'm being bossy and telling them what to do. They can come by whenever they want. If there's a game they're liking or whatever, they can come moderate. But what I've noticed is that they're not coming by to the late night streams, and they're definitely not coming by to the late night multiplayer streams. Now, all I can do is ask nicely. Hey guys, can you come by and moderate a little more? I can't force anyone to do anything.
But why doesn't he find a regular that shows up at the night streams to mod? Like, come on.
Paid employees, right? So what I can do is I can appeal and say to people, hey, would you like to be moderators? But how do you trust someone? When I've had so many people...
Dude, the thing is, he shouldn't ask people if they want to be mod. Like, literally, the last people you should mod are people who ask you to be mod. Like, or people that are like, mod me. Oh, you need mods? Mod me, man. Like, you should just stream, look at your chat, see the people who's talking in them, and see who you talk to the most. Like, that's why, like, Derek would be a good mod, because one, Derek could ban the fake Dereks. I mean, what else can Derek do? If there's a new Derek meme, Derek probably knows about it, and Derek will ban them. Like, I kind of don't get why he wouldn't want to mod Derek. The only thing I could think of is that it's free gift member bait, pretty much. Like, he could use Derek to force people to gift him a membership, which is kind of funny.
Who have pretended to be nice, pretended to be supportive, and then after the fact you find out after a fucking year that they're faking, that it's a whole cat.
Again, this dude pretended to be single for a year. Single! He was crying about being single as he was, like, talking to Kat behind the scenes.
Situation. For what? Because let's
be
honest here. Out of all that stuff that's ever happened, what, 4 times now? How much has actually ever happened? Nothing. Nothing.
We got a video of you crying about... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be that guy. It's a great video, so it's no skin off my back. It's a great video. It's a banger. Once you see it, I mean, you probably know the video. If you sub to my channel, you know the video. You know the video I'm talking about. But it's worth looking at. Oh my god, okay, this wants to be very stupid. I can't just fucking click search and then type. Come on. I think it's in special vlogs. If it's not here, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be hella pissed. Here it is. You won't believe it. You won't believe what happened. Great video. Great video. Fantastic. No, it's.
I put myself up to.
Whoa, fucking Safari, cool it with this. Yeah, I'm using Safari. Because you heard about Google doing some fucked up shit with Chrome.
I am. I don't even know what the word is for. Hello, folks. DSP here, and admittedly, I am exhausted. I am. I don't even know what the word is for.
Shouts out to the Black Currant.
I just said something on Twitter about how I just spent the greater part of the past 2 hours when I should have been working on my year-end series, completely wasting my time trying to get stuff fixed from.
Look at this. Nothing really happened. He had to like waste time to fix this channel.
Another behind-the-scenes attempt of people trying to fuck with me and ruin me and my business. It's absolutely true. I'm going to basically give you the short and sweet version. For the past year, actually, it's now been over a year, okay? Someone who doesn't like me created a new account on my forums, pretended to be someone else, was trying to be nice to me, nice to everyone else, nice to a lot of people on my forums, got in everyone's good graces, eventually became a moderator on my stream chat, IRC, when I was streaming on YouTube, and then subsequently became a moderator on my Twitch TV stream chat.
Whoa.
And got access to Nightbot. If you don't know what Nightbot is a robot, basically, for
robot.
stream chat moderation.
Okay, we're just gonna
if I wanted to put
skip
in,
a little bit ahead.
exclamation point Twitter, Night. Again, after pretending to be a nice person for the greater part of a year, more than a year, actually.
Whoa, more?
This person set up this bot so that tomorrow, it's actually January 3rd tonight. Tomorrow, they were going to turn on all this nasty stuff on this bot. The bot had over 100 commands. I'm not exaggerating here. 100 commands.
100!
Involving myself, involving my friends, involving my family.
Family?
Nasty stuff. So, for example, talking about personal issues that I've had, making fun of me, insulting me. They actually had pictures of my fucking father on there, which are not even public pictures.
Oh, man. I think it's a picture. Oh, man, I know the picture. I just don't remember if someone said it wasn't his dad and he said it was his dad, or I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, that's a little shaky. But the other stuff I do know. A lot of the bot commands that he added was just I think there was a link to Tevin's channel, my channel, Eddie B, I think, as well. I think also linked to quotes like "This is how you don't play" and that kind of stuff. Like, it was stuff like that, just dumb fucking memes like that. And I think it also linked to John Rambo's YouTube channel too. So
fucking nasty stuff. Like, this person
over
a year basically setting this elaborate prank up so that they could completely take over my stream chat starting tomorrow, disrupt my streaming capabilities basically, and then force me to not work so that I could fix all of it. Now, I do want to say thank you to my fans and viewers who actually were kind of diligent in keeping their eyes and ears open about this. The bottom line is I already kind of knew about it, because I'm not stupid. Let's put it that way. I already knew that this person wasn't
I'm not
who they were saying
stupid.
they were.
I'm not. See, I love that he brags about this. I'm not stupid. I knew who they were. But it's like, you modded him though. So you were stupid to mod him though. That doesn't make any sense. If you knew the person isn't who they say they are, why did you keep them around? Like, it just doesn't make sense. And this is a classic DSP thing, to make him sound as if that you didn't outsmart him, but it makes him look dumber. It's not a good defense, because it doesn't connect. It doesn't jive, man. Because how can you say that you knew Marl wasn't Marl, right? Then why did it take you this long to realize what Marl was up to, or why did you wait this long for Marl to do this? Wouldn't it have been easier to just demod him? No, well, let him do the thing first, so then I can just complain about it.
I just wasn't sure. And obviously, when you have a community of people who are moderators and stuff for you and they're not paid employees, okay, you have to be a lot more lenient and you have to kind of have a lot more patience. It would be one thing if I had a paid...
But this dude literally was doing, like, he said that, like, this guy lied to me. I know he's not who he says he is, but I'll keep him on. Like, why would you, like... That doesn't make any sense. Why would he be lenient about that? The person was like, if he was lying to you about who they were, wouldn't you be a little bit more concerned? Like, I'm not saying that this person, that Marl has to, like, tell, like, his real identity, but if he knew there was something, like, dishonest, I mean, come on.
Who moderates for me, but I don't make a lot of money anymore. In particular, because of false copyright strikes and things against me, I don't have any kind of financial resources to hire professional help. I rely on viewers and fans to do it for free, and I'm incredibly appreciative of the people who do it, which is why
Cool thing to say. Cool thing to say.
Wind of this a few days ago. I was surprised, but I didn't exactly know what was going on, and then I got the definitive answer about it tonight. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
You gotta be kidding me.
So how did I find out about all this? Okay, how did I find out?
So he knew for days, and like how smart that was. He knew for days in advance. It's really like he just wanted it to happen so you would have content in a way, which makes me it kind of awakens a cynical part of this in my mind, which kind of is depressing a little bit, but it kind of makes it seem like he let it happen so he could make this little drama video so he could farm money on it. I mean, that's which kind of hurts a little bit, but at the same time I still like the video, so maybe it doesn't hurt that much.
My streams were going to be screwed up and I was going to have to stop streaming and try to figure all this out. Well, basically, these people are idiots. People are idiots. Talk about this kind of shit all the time. In fact, if you can believe it, I know you'll look at this and say, I can't believe it.
I can't believe this.
They have their own
Whoa.
chat.
Dude, this is not the OG? Hold on.
These people are idiots.
This isn't the OG Freedom Chat, but it's like
in fact,
another version of Freedom Chat.
Say, I can't believe it.
That's pretty much dead, by the way. This is a pretty dead Freedom Chat. It's kind of sad. I kind of like this Freedom Chat, but it's something. By the way, in that image, you'll see a name called White Tevin. That was me, because when I started doing DSP videos, obviously I kept being called White Tevin, so I was like, all right, I'll double down on that, and just here I am. So yeah, so we were watching this DSP. Now, the funny thing about this client is that YouTube would include this viewer list as viewers into his channel, so he would get views from us with this. So in reality, DSP should actually be grateful for this, because it was kind of giving him views, honestly. But yeah, I can't read this. I mean, but I think I made fun of I was making fun of like how he can't do, I don't know, whatever. I don't remember the joke.
Chat. Their own streaming service and chat where
streaming service. This is hilarious, because if you use this website is not like no one made it for DSP. This, which is another classic DSP thing, right? Where he thinks that everyone does everything just for him. Like, Kiwi Farms was built just for Phil. Kiwi Farms did not exist for anyone else before him. No way. Freedom Chat, I mean, not Freedom Chat, oh my god. SciTube, which is the website, I think hosts a lot of other kind of streams that you could kind of go to that's, global or whatever. It's an interesting website, to be honest, but I don't know if it's still functional today, But it's something.
Go, and they live stream my video. Here's a video, right? A video of mine, a vlog from what? Fucking 2009 or something? Who knows?
A vlog
here of me putting up a Christmas tree.
Oh, shit. No, I don't want to go forward.
Right?
I can knock the detractors out under a minute. Oh yeah, okay. That was the joke I was saying. I put my bot into Nazi. Oh, what did look at Chris say? Or is it? Oh, it may not be in. Damn, it's on that screenshot. I will say I made some friends in that chat. I miss some of them every day, but you know, it's all cool. It's all good.
And they watch these detractor videos. They watch This Is How You Don't Play videos.
Whoa.
And they watch.
Okay, wait. So we watch This Is How You Don't Play. So what? So what?
Those, you know,
We watch it anyway.
illegally stolen from my channel, these nasty videos. They watch them here.
No, Phil, they're not illegally stolen. Okay, it is legal, fair use. Okay, This Is How You Don't Play is fair use now. Shut up, get it with the times, boomer. And then, but also, again, whatever YouTube video you put into this, it counts as a view. So DSB got views with this. He got attention with this, man. Come on.
And they all make fun of me.
Okay.
This is their pastime. This is what they do. This is actually full.
It's so funny. This is what they do. They make fun of me. Like, oh, yeah? Yeah. See, this is why I love this video. You know, I went full circle. I was a little doomer mode. Like, oh man, I might be a little cynical, but now I'm back on team. I love this video. I love this fucking video. This video fucking rules. It might be the best video DSP ever put out in his fucking life, as far as I'm concerned. Because like, this dude is literally like, these people who make fun of me, go here, and they make fun of me. And it's like, okay, like, would you prefer we made fun of you on Twitter? Like, but you block us anyway. Like, does it really matter at that point?
Time their way to get their jollies.
And I guarantee you, DSP misses the day when this is all he had. This is all he had. Because now he has to think about kiwi farms and all this stuff. But this was it. Think about that. This was it. When he was complaining about the trolls, how fucked up they are, this was it. This is the thing. I mean, the SIK is the SIK. I mean, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about this thing. This was the website he would point to that would be as bad as kiwi farms back in the day. But now, like, he would love this. He'd probably be like, yeah, man, the trolls can go there and watch my content, man.
People, they think that this is like actual healthy behavior. When people like you and me see something like this, they're like, are you fucking kidding me? So there's a bunch of people who just sit here and make fun of DSP 24/7. Yes. And this particular person who is pretending to be someone else, pretending to be a nice person and became a moderator is one of these people, all right? And
man, look at these emotes. I miss these emotes. I had some bangers submitted, and now, oh man, I'd be adding so many Guilty Gear bangers. Oh, damn it.
Talked about the plan publicly here. Eventually, people got wind of it. They told me about it, and I shut it down tonight. So
you
thank
shut it
God that
down.
there are people out there who do keep their eyes and ears open, and they caught this ahead of time, and it didn't negatively affect my streaming capabilities. All right, it would have been a disaster. Now, to make matters even worse, is if you won't believe it, because I didn't believe it until I was like, holy shit,
There's
I just
more?
realized it.
I keep
This
forgetting there's
right,
more.
Who pretended to be a nice person, whatever. This person is the same person and or involved with the same group of people who in 2015 posted up fan art on my forums so that I could use it in my videos. And then when I used that
I don't
art in my
know. That I don't
videos,
remember.
They gave me false copyright.
I want to
YouTube.
say that's not true. I'm leaning to it not being true.
And because of that, my channels on YouTube were in jeopardy of being shut down.
I love this video. This video is so good.
So I had to remove some 600 videos that contained fan art because of this. Because this stupid loophole that YouTube had where people could use false copyright strikes against you for fan art. And when I deleted those 600 videos, my YouTube channel, DSP Gaming, dropped by about 3 million or more views. And when YouTube sees something like that, YouTube says, well, someone's got to delete videos and lose 3 million views. It means they were doing something wrong or illegal. And they removed me from YouTube search rankings, which basically means My videos don't show up in YouTube search that often anymore, okay? So when the new game comes out and someone's searching, oh, I want to see who's playing Uncharted 4, and they look for a playthrough or a walkthrough.
Oh
videos
my
don't show
god,
up in
the
YouTube
tier
search
speaker.
anymore.
This was before he got the gamer chair, by the way. This was way before that.
Search that often anymore, okay? So when the new game comes out and someone's searching, oh, I want to see who's playing Uncharted 4, and they look for a playthrough or a walkthrough.
I'm starting to think it's not the chair that makes these squeaky noises. It's just DSP fucking broke these chairs. Like, he probably does something to that that's like, that would support like a person like me, but he just fucks around with it and finds out.
Search anymore. So I used to get thousands upon thousands of people who would come to my channel to watch my stuff because I would show up in YouTube search, and I don't get that anymore because I'm out of there because of these people who broke the law and filed false copyright claims against me. It's the same fucking people. So in 2015, a year-long plot. For the first half of the year, they put fan art on my forums. The second half of the year, they gave me false copyright strikes. They cost me tens of thousands of dollars and almost put me out of business.
Okay.
Now I'm actually in financial danger
shit.
of having my business shut down because of these fucking assholes. So now for 2016, they were like, what's the next elaborate thing we can
Business shut down. Wait, what year was this? 2017. Oh, fuck. No, January. So this is even before the Save the House shit. Wow. Wow.
waste another year of our lives? Oh, we'll pretend to be nice people so that
Man, I gotta hear that again.
financial danger of year. They put fan art on my forums. The second half of the year, they gave me false copyright strikes. They cost me tens of thousands of dollars and almost put me out of business. Now I'm actually in financial danger.
I don't even remember the danger that happened at the beginning of 2017 because the taxes shit was the end of 2017. So the only thing I can think of is this is during when the ads were getting fucked up. Yeah, this is so the ads are getting fucked up. So this is stuff even outside of anyone's control. This was stuff that was going on with YouTube itself. And he's like, this is insane. This video is just I'm just loving it more and more. This is like you watch a show when you're a kid, you're like, oh, this show rules. Oh, I like this show. Then you grow up, you become like a 20-year-old, 30-year-old. You go back to that show, and you're like, this show fucking rules. This video. I feel like I could go back to this when I'm like fucking 80, and I'll find something new to love about it. I'll find something else to love about this video. This video is perfect. I love this video. I really hope if you've never seen this video and I'm exposing you to this great video, I hope you enjoyed it. Because, man, I get a smile on my face when I find someone who's never seen this video before see it for the first time. Because, goddamn, this video is something else.
My business shut down because of these fucking assholes. So now for 2016, they were like, what's the next elaborate thing we can do? Waste another year of our lives. Oh, we'll pretend to be nice
another
people
year
so that we can get in Phil's good graces, become moderators, and then we can fucking try to destroy his stream chat.
Wait, what?
2016, they were like, what's the next elaborate thing we can do? Waste another year of our lives. Oh, we'll pretend to be nice people so that we can get in Phil's good graces, become moderators, and then we can fucking try to destroy his stream chat. I mean, holy fuck.
Holy fuck, dude.
What the fuck? These people are not sane people. This is not what a normal person does. This is what a sick person does. 2 years of this person's fucking life have been dedicated to try to destroy me and not allow me to do this as a business and basically destroy my life because now, you know, because I'm so low on funds, I can barely pay my bills. I'm in a
low on funds, and this is also during the time he was not accepting tips because he started taking tips way later, and he started taking cheers and shit like during Zelda and all this stuff. Like this is so fucking wild.
Financial debt now because I had to rack up debt to pay off stuff and my taxes and shit, and they think it's funny.
Taxes, and he was paying taxes back then.
They actually think this is funny. And
this video has done nothing but become funnier every year. Like it's to the point I can't wait to see how this video is gonna age next year. Like, goddamn.
Say or do anymore, but I'm just so fucking tired at this point. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Like, man.
Since day one, all I've ever wanted to do was play games on YouTube, have fun, share those experiences with others. You know, not even just YouTube, Twitch, or whatever. Share that with you and have a good laugh. And that's all I ever wanted to do. These people are so sick that they actually want to destroy me. Like, they want to get me off of YouTube,
Wait.
put me in financial ruin, and I don't know what they think I'm going to do with my life after that. It's certainly not like I could run out and get another job that's going to pay as much as me doing YouTube and Twitch. This is a pretty fucked up situation. So, it's almost 9 p.m. my time. Normally, I start work around 6:30 p.m.
Wait.
So,
No.
I just lost about 2.5 hours of time when I should have been working on my year-end series. I now have to try to rush to get a year-end series video out tonight. More than likely, it's gonna get out, but I'm gonna be working super late, tired as hell, and I just wanted to share this with you. This is what I'm going through at this point, and I will say this: 2016, I felt was a good year because I didn't have this kind of shit. After all the false copyright strikes and shit in 2015.
Oh, look at
screwed me
this.
Over 2016, for the most part, was a really positive year. You know,
Positive year. 2016 was a positive year. Now you ask him, oh, back then it was awful. Every year was awful, man. I can't believe it.
KO Gaming coming out and getting
Coming out.
popular for a while there, and people coming out for videos and streams and really enjoying everything that I did on YouTube, and pretty much all the feedback I got was that I'm doing good. You know, I was having fun, and I'm still having fun. I just want you to understand, I'm not getting discouraged.
And he's still having fun.
Quitting, but
No.
this stuff is just,
He didn't get with Katya. How is he having fun? I don't understand. I can't. This does not compute.
it's out of control at this point. How the fuck could you be a part of something like that and think that it's okay? You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Trying to destroy my life. I don't get it.
I don't get it, man.
I just don't get. How can you do that to someone? I'm lost.
This dude literally just all he sat there was just to fix a Nightbot command. That is it. That's all that happened. He's just like, how can you do this to someone? It's like, dude, you act as if like the trolls like killed your dog, and then like, dude,
Because I'm a rational human, or I'm a good human. You know,
a good human. I'm a rational human. I'm a good human.
Rules, and I put myself up to a standard where I wouldn't do this kind of shit to anyone. You know.
Oh man, there is stuff that he did that is so fucking shitty though. Like, man, I wish I could remember it, but he does stuff that puts other people in a position where they have to kind of come out as a troll, and then he bans them.
There's plenty of people in this life who've wronged me. Okay, like concretely wronged me, and I've gone after none of them. Okay.
And then you look at it now. He keeps talking about how he wants to do an interview dunking on the side scrollers, and he did a dunking on Pro Jared and all this stuff. But okay,
Just let it go, and I move on with my own positive life.
you really let
These
the
are
Pro
people who
Jared
I don't
tweet
even know
go.
who the fuck they are, and they're out to destroy me, to kill me, in a lot of ways.
Then we got the best, the little chef's kiss of the whole video.
Okay, I just let it go, and I move on with my own positive life. These are people who I don't even know who the fuck they are, and they're out to destroy me, to kill me.
To kill me! They're gonna destroy me! To kill me! Dun dun dun! I mean, DSP does have the address of one troll. Well, at this point, I mean that guy could have moved at this point. I don't know, but he bragged about it a while ago. I mean, the side scrollers even brought it up, and he's like, "Oh well, you know, this bad."
In a lot of ways, swatting me and shit. I mean, what the
brings
fuck?
it swatting. What the fuck?
I just don't get it anymore. You know, it wasn't bad enough to put me into dire financial straits with all the shit that they did to me in 2015. Now, for a year, setting up an elaborate prank to basically screw up my streaming, and you know, for how long? Luckily, it got caught ahead of time, and I shut it down tonight. So
For how long?
again,
I
honestly,
mean,
thank you to those of you who
like,
are.
what kind of stupid shit is that though? To say, for how long was this gonna screw me up? You would stream the next day, and then someone would just say like hashtag gout, and it would say I have gout or some shit. Like you would find out that day.
Fans, true fans who are, you know,
True
who do
fans.
nice things for me. I appreciate it. You know, the people who figured this plan out, thank you.
Thank you.
I can't do this without you. That's the bottom line. Is, you know, this has always been a thing that's a community.
Oh, and they have comments.
The only reason I'm still here is
Yes.
because of the community of viewers. Right?
Sort by
The
newest.
hardcore
What
people
is the
who aren't affected
last
by all this negative
romance
shit and stick
cat?
around day after
Of
day,
course,
thank you
6
so
months
thank you
ago.
to you.
Wow.
Yes, of course.
And he got
All
likes.
right,
So
I'm gonna upload this. I'm gonna get to
that's
work on
kinda
doing videos,
something.
which I've now lost 2 hours of work doing. Delightful. but I still hope you can check
Delightful.
it out when it does go
I
live,
got
all right,
permanent
everyone?
banned.
Fair enough. All right, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
And I'm getting back to work.
What's this video?
What's going on, everyone?
Streaming.
DS
Okay. Okay. Oh man, look at this. Look at this. Remember when I used to wear hats for free?
comes of it. It's just a waste of everyone's time. Nothing super
Nothing.
secret has ever
Nothing came from it. We just saw an 11-minute video that was a banger, an absolute banger of a video. Nothing came of it. I mean, I'll be honest. If no, like that is probably my favorite trolling thing to happen to Phil in ever. I don't give a fuck what happened recently. I mean, that was great. That video, I just think back at it. Man.
No giant bombshells were ever dropped. They're just fucking losers. They actually sit around for a year, wasting a year of their life doing this. Wow, been really productive, and much has come out of it, right? Like nothing ever happened. But
Nothing
it's frustrating because you don't know who you can trust. Right?
Who can you trust?
Anyway, so that's the thing. Like,
well, I mean, but that's like part of the thing, though. You have to like trust in what you gather from the people you talk to. Pick someone to mod, and then yeah, they might be a troll, but like, you know, it's just the name of the game sometimes.
number one to the problem would be try to find more trustworthy moderators, try to mod them, and see if they're going to join me. Right? Will they actually come and support and be real people? Moderate, or are they going to be some secret troll who's actually just here to fuck around and then they're not going to help at all? Right? I don't know. You know, it's hard. It's hard to figure out who do you trust. That's number one. Okay. Number two, the other option would be that I play multiplayer games on day streams instead. So if I'm going to play Street Fighter 6, it's actually a daytime stream. If I'm going to play a Modern Warfare 3 beta, it's a daytime stream. And then the night streams are reserved.
But you know, the thing is, like, wouldn't that have made more sense anyway? When you want more time to play multiplayer games, whatever.
For the more chill, narrative-based games, because then I can pay attention more to the chats. But if that's the case, you understand what's going to happen. That means that I make way less progress in the narrative-based games. So, upcoming,
So why doesn't he just do more variety streams then? Like, why not just do like Friday day fights and then like every other day is like something else? Like he's so rigid with his schedule. It's kind of pathetic.
Upcoming Assassin's Creed Mirage, Spider-Man 2. Those are games I'm going to make way less progress in because I'm playing them on night streams rather than daytime streams. You know, say Alan Wake 2.
So then why doesn't he stream earlier then? I mean, he can't stream earlier, Theo, but he can.
Play those only as night streams. You know what I'm saying?
Like I've never seen a dude want to be so set in the time he streams. Like, why not just stream whenever? Like, come on.
That's what I don't get, and that's what I don't understand. I need guidance. I need feedback. I want everyone's suggestions here, right? I want to know, what do you guys think? Should I actively seek to get more moderators? Is that not a good idea? Should it be that I switch the streams? Or is that not a good idea? What should I seek to do is the question.
You should be a VTuber.
Right? See, now here you go. Dabhand says, well, as a UK viewer, I don't want to miss story-based games. If they're at night, 3 a.m. my time, I'll miss them. You're right. You're right.
But
that's why.
But then Phil, see, this is when you use your big boy brain and you realize, wait a second, I archive the streams. So if the person wants to catch this game, he can catch the stream like archived. Like that's the point. That's the beauty of archiving streams.
Like that. That is actually why I told you guys, as we moved into the busy gaming season, multiplayer games would be night streams and everything else would be daytime streams. That's exactly right. So
mod purple cones and above. Yeah, that'll
now
make
just
sense.
So you guys know, I reached out to my moderation team this morning. I have not yet checked back with them to see if anyone has responded. I actively asked them all, would anyone be willing to step up and actually help moderate on the late night multiplayer streams, because these have now been targeted and people are giving me, even longtime viewers and fans are contacting me and saying, yeah, don't even want to check these out anymore because they're too toxic from these idiots. You understand? So I guess the question is, does someone there say, yes, I can help? Or if the answer is no, none of them can help, then do I look for more mods, or do I take more drastic measures and swap streams? I don't know. But this is something we need to talk about now. All right, it is. It's something we actually need to actively talk about and investigate and do something about.
Investigate.
Because I don't want multiplayer games to now have to be removed entirely from my schedule. You know how messed up that would be? Especially with, there's good games coming out that I want to play. I was genuinely surprised at how much fun I had playing Modern Warfare 3 the other night. I'm going to play it again on Saturday night and test it again on the Xbox. And I'm very interested.
It's so insane. It's so insane that he's considering this and then he's telling people, do you want to be a mod? Like, you think that's an honest way to get a mod? Okay.
I was thinking I was going to skip it this year, but I had so much fun, I might actually end up getting it. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it. Let's play it again this weekend and see, right? But, yeah, if it's going to be toxic every time I play it, then maybe I don't get it. You know? I don't know. You got, again, that's why I want
he's not going to play Modern Warfare 3,
on
okay.
this video. Let me know what you think in chat. Email me. However you want to reach me. I'm open. There's many ways you can contact me. That's why it's hilarious when people say, oh, I can't contact Phil. What are you, insane?
So many people said I email Phil and it goes to the spam filter. He never checks the spam. Like, okay.
A million ways you can contact me. If you actually want to contact me on something important, it's not hard to reach me. I'm an easy to find guy. Okay?
But it's more direct to go through Twitter because you don't have to wait. Like, see, this is what's funny. He complains about how Craig didn't respond to his email in time or whatever. But if he tweeted at him, it would be a more direct way to get to talk to him because he gets a notification on his phone or whatever. He just gets it. Like, sometimes they have to kind of do that kind of stuff. I mean, yeah, email exists and, whatever, but come on. And also, I also want to show this because I think if you go to
rules and I put myself up to a standard where I wouldn't do this kind of shit to anyone.
You wouldn't do this kind of shit to anyone.
There's plenty of people in this life who've wronged me. Okay, like concretely wronged.
You wronged me? Yeah, you wronged me? Okay. View email address. Oh my god, it does this? Fuck you, YouTube. It's probably gonna do the same shit. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna go to full Greek. Yes. And I'm gonna just do this so that, because I don't know if it's gonna do anything silly, you know what I mean? Alright, I'm not a robot. Okay, it actually does have his actual email there, but that's DSP Reacts. See, that's the trick. Let's go to DSP Gaming. Let's see, because I think DSP Gaming has a different email. I want to say it has a different email entirely. I could be wrong. Oh wow, that's good to hear.
Anvil, is that their?
I don't care. All right, let's view email address. I gotta prove I'm not a robot yet again, because clearly I am. Beep bop boop, meow. Oh my god, come on. As I said it, I got the I didn't get through. Oh fuck, maybe I'm a robot. Okay, good, I passed. Okay, it is Dark Safe. I swear it said DSP Gaming at one point, but I might be dumb. I mean, I am a robot, after all. Okay. Let's get back to this video and hope I can finish it. I doubt I will. This is a very challenging video. This is the Dark Souls of videos.
So please give me that feedback, and let's figure this out. Let's not make a drastic action soon.
Yeah, let's not get crazy, guys.
Let's talk about it a little bit. Maybe over the next couple of podcasts. Please continue to send me your feedback. We'll talk about that feedback that I receive over the next few shows. Try to determine what the best course of action here is. Maybe it's one way, the other way, or maybe it's a hybrid. I don't know. But I don't want to see multiplayer.
I feel a little bit better now, by the way. It's like I woke up.
Like,
I don't know why my sleep schedule is that fucked up. I don't know why.
People had told me, back when I was on Twitch particularly, I had over.
It's not like I would go to bed at 6 and wake up at 7. Come on.
Constantly moderating. People were very upset at that, and they liked the fact that I was becoming more lax with moderation. So for the last 2-3 years, I've become way more lax.
See how stupid this is, though? I was lax with moderation, and then the trolls show up. But, like, it's your fucking stream chat, dude. But it's just that this dude just didn't want to deal with it. It's like you know, it's like an irresponsible parent, man. Like, you have a kid, and then you just don't want. Okay, you know what? Yeah, it's, you know how DSP complains about how all these people are not ready to be parents, and they get these kids, and they're not ready to own the responsibility, and they neglect their kid, they don't care about the kid, and all this kind of shit. That's DSP towards his chat. He doesn't care. He doesn't want to fucking spend time in his chat. He doesn't want to, like, put the effort in to make sure it's a good chat. He either wants to offload the responsibility to someone else, or he just wants to do very minimal stuff. Like, enough so that, you know, they're not calling Child Protective Service yet. You know, let's not do that yet. Let's wait. Let's see what happens if we give the kid a little bit more food than just one slice of bread every day. Let's see what happens then. But let's not do anything crazy just yet.
With moderation, and now look what happens. Now I'm getting direct complaints. There's not enough moderation. It's like, you can't win, right? It's
You
like,
can't win. See how dumb this dude is? This dude yells how moderation! Everything should be taken in moderation, man. And then it's like, hey man, your moderation's too strict. Okay, that's it. No more mods. We're not gonna do mods anymore. Okay, there, fixed it. It's like, I mean, that's not what we want. What we're arguing, but okay, sure. Oh, what the fuck? Now there's a lot of trolls. Oh, okay, that's it. Mod time. Everyone's a mod. Ban everyone. Like, I mean,
I lose no matter what. Too much, not enough. Where's the happy balance there, right?
Where's the happy balance? You have to find it, dumbass. Like, this dude is like, where's the happy balance? You have to figure that out. If you are saying that moderation is too, like, strict, try to find out what is making them say that. Because if they're just saying moderation is too strict, like, that's a very general term that you don't know what it could mean. Because they could say something that's genuinely a bannable offense, and they may not find it bannable, but it may be bannable for you. But if it's something like, I said, your beard is dumb, and that was banned, yeah, that's over moderation. Like, how does this dude need to be walked through life this badly that he has to be explained when one is too much than the other? Like, you don't really need to think about this. It's your stream chat, dude.
So, anyway, by the way, it's funny because I also hear, like, other people, like, people always talk about LTG, and apparently LTG has, like, one of the biggest lockdown chats in history.
Oh my god.
Go crazy, apparently, with moderation.
He goes
constantly.
crazy. I mean, is he just saying that because of the meme, get that ass banned? I mean, I don't know what he bans for. I only hear that he just says get that ass banned and whatever, and he bans people in chat or whatever, but it's kind of like whatever, you know? It's always, because there's always people that are going to show up to LTG stream that's going to make fun of him. Of course he's going to ban them. Like, come on.
To everyone. It's like, damn. So I probably have one of the more lax streams for people who gets trolled. And then
Trolled?
it's funny, too, because I will address this,
wings?
too. This is a good time to address it. Every once in a while, I get a newcomer who comes to my streams, and I ask for feedback, and they're like, well, my basic feedback is this. Why on earth do you have sub-only mode? What are you, crazy?
Crazy?
If a newcomer comes to your stream, they want to talk right away, and they have to wait 24 hours to talk on your stream. That turns off tons of people, and they leave and never come back. And then I just have to respond. You really were not here during that time period when I jumped from Twitch to YouTube to see that month when I didn't have sub-only mode. Because if you were here and you saw how insane...
Oh my god, this dude.
It was.
You know, again, I know I've done some, like, you know, whatever, but I was eating crackers. You saw me eat, okay? This dude sits in this office for an hour long, not eating anything, and he says... It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what the fuck?
It was wildly insane. Trolls coming in by the droves on cloned accounts. Accounts that was like bot 1, bot 2, bot 3,
Okay.
all spamming. Racist, sexist, toxic, insulting, doxing, all in the chat.
I love how he says these buzzwords, racist, toxic. I mean, I could believe racist. I mean, it's the internet, but sexist. I don't know what that would look like in a DSP chat. Like, what would they say? Would they start like, would they misgender Jade and think Jade's a girl and start like saying sexual stuff? I mean, the other thing I remember from his Twitch days, and this is still fucking weird, and I still cannot fathom that this happened. His chat was doing rape roleplay, and I just sat there thinking to myself, like, this dude is streaming on Twitch, and his whole chat is roleplaying about rape. I don't think I want to like see anymore. And after that, like, I kind of just had a low opinion of his chat ever since. It only got worse afterwards. It just got worse because I mean, there's really no coming back from doing rape roleplay in a chat. I'm sorry, like you can't fix that. That is just like really weird. Like, because it's not like, oh, this person went to like a sex fucking chat board or whatever the fuck. You went to a DSP Gaming, Darkside Phil on Twitch, and they all started doing weird rape roleplay. I just couldn't. I was like, I don't know what the fuck this is. What the fuck? And it scared me that he did nothing. He just sat there and just ignored it and let it happen. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that was, and I'm terrified to even like think about it. And if someone has a video of that chat, I'm scared for you.
Constantly, and there was no way to stop it. It was non-stop spam. It wasn't until sub-only mode that we were able to shut that shit down. And by the way, at first, it wasn't 24-hour sub-only mode. It was like 1 hour. And it continued because these losers sat there creating 20, 30, 40 accounts per hour just to spam the chat. At least when it's once a day, they realize they're only going to get one chance a day to troll. And once it's done, they got to wait another 24 hours, and they're impatient, and they don't want to wait, so they don't bother with it.
How does that make any sense, though? Because if the trolls make so many sock accounts, correct? Then wouldn't they just have them all sub, and then they could just log into that? Like, okay.
It does. I'm not saying that it stops all trolling. It certainly does not. But the 24-hour sub mode very, very much deters people from
to me,
trolling.
making a new YouTube account deters me. Like, I would have to be forced to make a new YouTube account because I just think it's really weird how YouTube does it. I don't know. I just didn't want to do it.
If we turned that off, the floodgates would open and no one would. You think the night streams are bad now? If I turned off the sub-only mode or made it more lax, no way. The stream would be unmanageable, completely unmanageable, and no one would have a good time, you know? So there's no way that I want to do that. I think that would be like shooting myself in the foot real bad to do something like that. But that's the thing. A lot of people don't know that. You understand? A lot of people don't understand that. They think that I'm like other streamers. I'm not.
I don't necessarily think that they don't get that because I mean people can understand why a thing like that exists in the first place, but it's just people don't like having to wait. I've raided some people on Twitch because I used to raid random fucking accounts, and people just didn't like that. Oh, this chat is like follower only mode, and I can't really talk and all this stuff, and celebrate that you rated us here or whatever. And it's like, yeah, I get it, but it's like I can't see if their chat settings in the raid menu on Twitch, but it's like it is what it is, you know.
The thing is, you don't really. I do for the most part have a pretty ordered chat. Take a look. There's been no problems whatsoever this morning with the chat. Why? Because I'm here with you and I'm looking at it constantly. No one's gonna do shit, right? It's only when I look away when I'm in the middle of a game that then they take that shot, right? So I have one of the better chats from.
You see how funny this is, though? He says that he makes fun of them for being cowards for doing that, but then he'll say that they're stupid for doing it to his face. Like you get, it's like, come on.
As harassed and trolled as I am, it's not that bad at all. But people don't understand that. They actually don't get it. That's the level. Again, come to one of these night streams and see what these idiots are trying to do, and then you'll understand where I'm coming from with this and where everyone's coming from with this. I mean, people are telling me they don't want to attend night streams anymore because of trolling. That's horrible. I don't want. If you're not going to attend a night stream, tell me you don't want to come and support a night stream because you don't like the content. I'm not entertaining. The stream is not fun. It's a wrong game. That's one thing. If I want to fail, I want to fail because of me and my content. But I don't want to fail because
by extension it is because of you though, because you chose to not mod your chat that heavily, and then the trolls were there, so your decision led to this. This dude is saying this is good. stuff outside of my control. I mean, sure, I mean, he didn't control these people to show up, but he chose to not have, like, strict moderation or whatever the fuck, you know?
Outside influences like fucking trolls, that's terrible. That's
Dude,
a horrible
this
reason to
video
fail.
is insane.
And I don't want to have multiple streams now.
I was like debating all
People
day.
tell
Oh,
me
I
we're
need to
not
do a
gonna
video,
come
but
and
should I do this
support
video?
anymore,
And
we're
then
not
I
gonna
do
watch the
it,
positive
and
way
here we are.
Because there's too many trolls. That's fucked up.
Too many trolls,
you know?
man.
So we got to fix this.
Too many trolls in the
one way or
kitchen.
another. We have to. All right. So let's work on it together. And the only way we're gonna figure that out is feedback. So let me know. Let's brainstorm a bit. What do you guys think? If the answer is to put daytime streams as multiplayer streams, that's great. But how do I do that?
How do I
without
do
putting
that?
all the narrative-based games at night, and now people miss out because they can't be there at night, right?
Right?
If the solution is to add more moderators, excuse me. If the solution is to add more moderators, then how on earth do I find people who are dependable?
Like, look at
moderators?
this. Look at this. How do I find people? How do I do this? DSP, maybe either you should start paying moderators. That way, like, you know, they have an incentive to work with you and all this stuff. Like, you know, there's an incentive there. Or you just have to talk to people and just kind of judge and then just accept the fact you may mod a wrong guy. You know? It just happens. I mean, it's stuff that you just have to take in life. I mean, people have to trust that you're not gonna leak their personal information to people all over the world, and they can trust you with money. You have to kind of trust them back. You know, you have to. You know, the trust goes both ways.
Because I've looked, and sometimes you get these people who literally act nice for a year and pretend to be a whole person they're not. They've invented a fucking persona that doesn't exist. Like I said, there were 2 people outright who pretended to be women for a whole year. They had people who befriended them and thought that they were real people, and it was all fake. It was some loser behind a computer with a fake catfished persona.
Catfish persona. This dude, I don't think he knows what that means.
People. They made up entire stories about their personal lives and everything, and everyone bought into it. And then come to find out, they're all fakers, and they were literally here all along just to sit here and try to get inside information on my stuff, and then try to basically troll and get me banned and do fucked up stuff. And none of it ever came to anything.
I mean, Marlon didn't try to get him banned. Marlon just wanted to fuck with Nightbot. That's all Marl did.
Pretty pathetic to think about that. This is what these fucking losers
And
are doing,
she also
right?
or whatever.
How do you
unbanned
figure this out?
So, you know.
I'm all ears. My ears are open. The lines have been freed. Speak to me and let me know what you think. All right? I would love your feedback on it.
Okay.
It's just funny because every time
It's
that I try
funny.
to tell people about this stuff, they don't believe me. It's documented.
Documented.
That happened. You're like, no.
Okay, where's the Plum Girl stuff documented? Can someone like link me to where the Plum Girl shit happened? Because I don't think she was ever a mod. Was Plum Girl ever a mod? I really don't think Plum Girl was a mod. I refuse to believe that.
It's an exaggeration. People don't harass you that much. They wouldn't go out of their way that much to do it. Yeah. Twice. Not once. Twice. Entirely catfished invented persona. And it's like, so what do you do? Right? What do you do to solve the problem? I don't know.
I mean, this is like a dude that goes on a dating app, gets catfished once, like, how do I find a girl? What the fuck? And it's like, dude, you just have to try again. I mean, sometimes you're gonna get catfished, sometimes you're not. You just have to take the chance. You can't just assume that everyone on that app is one way or the other, man.
Now, here's the funny part. Pikachu Hat says, trolls probably account for 70% of your common viewer base, like on a stream. Ignore them. Don't give them clout. No, let them give you clout. But that's the problem. There's one thing if they're just here viewing. It's another thing if they're ruining the stream. And I'm getting feedback from my longtime viewers and supporters telling me these particular night multiplayer streams are ruined by them. I can't just ignore that. It's a difference between ignoring their nonsense and ignoring the fact that they're ruining particular content that I'm putting out. All right? The funny part is, if you're actually watching the on-demand videos, you're probably not aware of any of those, right? You're probably not aware of any of it at all, right? Because you don't see it. You don't see the trolling in the chat or whatever, but you might wonder, like, wait a minute. Phil just put out an entertaining Modern Warfare 3 stream. I wonder why no one supported. This is why I'm being actively told by longtime viewers, this is why.
Oh man, sorry about that. But good thing I paused the video, so you know.
Stream. I
I
wonder
use
why
the
you don't
bathroom. It's
support
all
it.
good.
This is why I'm being actively told by longtime viewers. This is why. I trust them. Sorry, I trust someone who's been watching me for years, supporting me for
What if
years,
they're
being
lying?
honest with me. I believe those people. You know.
No, I like that. But he just got off saying that people were faked being nice to him for a whole year, and he's like, I trust them, man. I trust these people. So how can you trust them, but not them to be mod? You know what I mean? Well, quite a conundrum. Okay.
Anyway, feedback,
Anyway.
please,
Oh,
because that's
God.
the only way things will improve is for you to actively tell me your honest opinions on this situation and for us to try to figure it out together.
My honest
alright?
opinion is to
Please do.
for you to shut
Please
up.
Let me know the feedback. I'm all ears. And like I said, this is not going to be a quick fix. There's no way we could quick fix this. You understand? But
You understand?
maybe within a few streams, we can start to brainstorm ideas, whether it is switching the schedule around, whether it is getting more mods, whether it's a combination of both. I don't know. But we need to talk about it and stop ignoring it. Because I refuse to have my content ruined by outside forces like that. Again, if I'm going to fail, tell me I'm failing because of me. Right? Like, okay, I'm going to give you another piece of feedback.
Oh my
that I
God.
received. Overnight, I had more
Another
than, like,
feedback.
5 people directly say, don't play Lily anymore in Street Fighter 6. And I was like, wow, really? Why? And they're like, because we're watching you play.
Whatever.
And yes, we can tell she's so
I legit hate all his mains in Street Fighter 6. They all suck. They all suck. I hate them all. So I was kind of curious about Luke, but he dropped Luke because he doesn't have a cheesy command grab to cheese around with.
And I mean, the competitive community agrees. It's not like, oh, it's just me saying this. The competitive Street Fighter community agrees. Lily is one of the worst characters in Street Fighter 6. She's just so hard to use. You'd have to be absolutely
Yeah.
down.
She's
Your
so
combos
hard.
actually watch you have fun. Because the thing is, could I eventually win with Lily at the master level? I believe the answer is yes. However, it's going to take tons of practice. And I think that's the problem. People don't want to see the practice. They want to see the end result. But that's not life. In life, you have to have the practice to get the end result. You can't cheat and skip ahead, right? Well, I don't have time off streams to be grinding away at Street Fighter 6 to get better with Lily.
He literally did that one time he streamed on his day off, but he streamed it though. Pretty funny, huh? It's so funny to me. Actually, so Kat wanted to do Starfield or whatever, and DSP didn't want to get spoiled, right? So he decided to go to the office and sit there or whatever. And he didn't think maybe I could play a game on my own. No, he had to stream it. So in a way, DSP has confirmed to me the only way this dude can play a video game is if he can make money on it. The only games he plays for free are mobile games, but a console game, he has to be paid or has the opportunity to get paid to play. But he doesn't do it for the paycheck, guys. But hey, I'm in the office, man. And Street Fighter 6 is on my PS5. Let's stream it.
So I can put out a master level stream where I'm just dominating. I don't have that time. I'm already here 6 days a week full-time streaming. I don't have the extra time to do that. Maybe someone else does. That's just not my life situation. Okay?
His life situation.
And
Into
what
the
people are
new
telling me is
situation,
they don't
maybe.
like the practice. Like last night with Lily, just for the record, I lost.
But
an
that
insane
wasn't
amount.
practice, though.
I have the
Like,
numbers. I think I
whatever.
won like 20 matches and I lost like 30-something matches. It was the worst ratio I've ever had. It was only like 34% wins. That's by far the worst ratio I've had, besides maybe like a Dalsim stream where I did worse. Or actually, I think the initial DJ stream was actually worse than that.
So
But
what?
for the most part, that's one of the worst I've ever had.
Okay.
The thing is, I was fully.
But wouldn't people have
expecting
more
that.
fun
I didn't think I was
watching
gonna jump
someone
into
get
Lily
better
all of a
over
sudden
time?
doing well, she's one of the worst in the game.
You know, the other thing is that he's so strict on just playing one character a stream. Just one character. Why not just play multiple characters? Oh, but then I'll have to learn for the character. Literally, I play Guilty Gear Strive. Shocker. I know, guys. So fucking calm down. But I switched from so many characters. I started off with Faust, technically, since, you know, beginning days. Faust, Eno, then I went to Biken, Jacko, Bridget, Milia. I mean, this is in no particular order. So I go by 6 characters. Now, of course, like I'm mostly favored Biken and Jacko for the most part, but I have gotten really good with these other characters like Eno and Faust. And Milia. I'm being blown away how good I got with her because she's a very hard character. She's very hard, okay? But she's hard because like you need to be like really fast, and I don't think I'll be as fast as other Milia players, but I do think I can kind of hang with my own kind of play style with her, and it's kind of fun. I'm enjoying playing her more and more, and I lost a lot with her. Bridget was that way too. But I got around and it's like, oh, Bridget's fucking rad. I have this cool like pressure combo that I would argue is kind of cheap, but I do have to work for it. It's pretty much I have to like lock someone down into like just keep them blocking, and then I do the teddy bear grab or whatever that she has. I think it'll rock the baby. That rock the baby is such a mean move, and I love when I get it to work because it is like the biggest like because it's an easy attack to punish. It's the easiest attack that she does that you can just fucking punish. But man, just if I see the arc of rock the baby go like about to land, I'm like, oh, he's not doing anything. It's like rock the baby. It's like, oh, got him. So like. I go through all of those characters because I do crave playing a lot of characters. Like I can play Bridget. Oh shit, I can play Bridget and be like, oh man, I want to go back to play Jacko now. Oh god, I want to go back to play Eno. Like I just get these like urges and I do them. I'm not there soon. I have to play her for the whole day. If I don't play her the whole day, oh my god, like come on.
I absolutely knew I was gonna lose. And I was going to get salty or whatever. But the thing is, I feel like the more I play with her, right?
And I got better returns than Milia.
4 or 5 streams with her.
Sticking with her, too. Like, I was about to drop her, too. I was decent with Go Loose, but I kind of had to drop him because I don't know why. I did good with him for a week. I played with him for a week. And I was really good. I was doing shit with him. And then suddenly, it was just, I was stopped. I couldn't do anything. I was like, what the fuck? Like, and it's probably me, to be fair, but it just puzzled me because I was like, was I going against like a week of scrubs or something? Like, why was I doing really good this week and now it's like I get put into the corner and I don't know what to do.
Working and what's not. I know more about the top tier matchups. That's the thing. I actually yesterday was shocked that some of the things that I was doing that I had thought were.
I think it's that night doing the half circle inputs correctly.
Lily's best normal.
Okay, I don't give a fuck about her best normal.
So you want. So again, I didn't know that. So that's things I have to learn. That's things I have to learn about spacing and timing that I don't know yet, and that will get better in time. But it seems to me, people like me playing Lily when I'm winning. But if I'm losing, they don't want to see.
I think it said like she got kicked out from a jumping attack, and it's like, yeah, if she's crouching doing a jab, like a jump attack should be able to beat that. Come on.
Practice and learn. They just want to see me win. Well, that's not going to happen with Lily. It just won't. She's one of the hardest characters. I say Zangief is probably just as hard to learn and play with, and maybe Dalsim as well. I would say he's really hard. There's no way to just instantly be getting that gratification, which a lot of people want. They're used to instant gratification.
Remember when that used to be a negative thing?
They're not used to learning, seeing people learn or grow. They just want the.
I thought you didn't want people to be
in Street Fighter. Whatever. I told you guys when I started playing Street Fighter 4.5 months ago that Street Fighter will take an insane amount of time investment for me to learn. And the thing is, if I was still playing it like I was back in June, July, where I was doing 3 major streams a week, I'd probably be much better with Lily and Master. But I'm only playing a couple times a week. This is the first time I even use Lily and Master. It's going to be rough like that, you know?
It's kind of the same amount, though, of whatever.
What I actually got was, don't play Lily. We want more Blanca and maybe go back to Honda, but do not ever play Lily again. Now, I don't agree with that. I want to play with Lily again. But, after that feedback last night, maybe I will stay away from her a little bit. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Tonight, I'm going to play with Blanca on purpose because I'm doing better
on
with
purpose.
him. I know he's a better character. And I want to try to maintain at least a level of entertainment by winning some matches, So
I thought it didn't matter if you won. that we could get entertainment from. Like, what? This is kind of weird, and I kind of hate that. I really hope people are trolling him, because I don't think you need to be to win matches to be entertaining at a fighting game. Like, I could play a fighting game and suck ass, and I could still make the stream enjoyable. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Excuse me.
But it's just he's such a tryhard baby about it.
So anyway,
I
thank
mean,
you for the
whatever.
feedback. Continue to send it. Let's try to attack this problem together.
I do sometimes fall
I think there's a lot of factors
victim to
here.
that
Number
too, but
one,
I try.
Can some of my moderators maybe step up and come to the later streams? I won't know that till I talk to them later today.
But I play better too, and I play better games.
Can I maybe
And I play
find some more
Manon.
moderators?
Manon's pretty
I don't know
cool.
if I can even do that on short notice and trust someone, right?
And biking.
Can we swap the streams around? Well, maybe I
Okay.
streams that are shorter.
We do.
By the way, I'll say one final thing because this is so ludicrous.
It's so ludicrous.
The point I'm making
Oh
when I'm
god.
talking about these late night streams is that it just seems like overall the enjoyment of them is down. The enjoyment is from trolls trolling for two reasons. Because I'm not doing well in a competitive game or because the support is low. So they're reveling in toxicity and negativity.
Toxicity and negativity.
That's who's enjoying the streams. My positive viewers are telling me they're not enjoying them. Okay? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because as I told you guys, I feel there's a direct correlation between level of enjoyment and the amount of support I get on a stream. If someone's enjoying a stream, they're going to be more apt to support said stream because they're having a good time and they want that good time to continue.
This dude is such
They
a
want to see more of those
clown.
good times in the future. If they come to a late night stream of me playing Street Fighter and half the chat is a bunch of new accounts just created in the last week trolling, what is their incentive to support that stream? They want to get the fuck out of there and come back when the
But
stream's
then,
back in order.
but then explain the streams where there's no trolling and the fun was there, but the support wasn't there. Like, man, you know, I was thinking about this today, and now I don't think I remember the point. But, god damn it. It's this expectation that you can't really quantify. Like, you can't quantify someone having a good time and then necessarily them, like, I mean, it's pretty much just me saying, like, you can't, that just because someone's having a good time doesn't mean you're gonna give them money. Like, what does that really mean? How can you convince them that they're having such a good time that they'll give you money? Like, I don't know.
Right?
Right?
That I understand. I totally get that. Because idiots like to say things like, well, I don't understand because you had a good daytime stream yesterday. You've completely missed the fucking point. That's not my point. The point isn't that yesterday was a
But you want $50 a stream, correct? And you got $100 in that stream of Ask Creed. So why not just go into the Street Fighter stream and just be like, okay, you know, whatever. But no, you get belly aching about support. Where's the support? But you got $100.
disaster day where I wasn't supported. The point is that I want every stream to be done well. So
And then we get this. He wants every stream. But guys, he doesn't. He's so appreciative. He does not ask for more or anything crazy. But he wants every stream to get at least $50. I mean, that's asking quite a lot from your audience. That you want like every stream to be a moneymaker, even though you tell us every day. Not every day, literally. Not every stream needs to be a success, man. But this one Lily stream wasn't a success. Guys, what happened? We need it. How can I make more money?
like it and will want to support every stream. Do you not understand? I don't want to have a whole stream where I feel like it was a waste of everyone's time.
If that's the case, then why not just play Chrono Trigger again? Why not play these other games again? You know? Why? You know? Come on.
Everyone's time on this planet is incredibly valuable. To me and to you, it should be. Everything we do has meaning, right? There's not a moment where it should be wasted because we have limited time.
You know, I'm also thinking about this too. Him telling us that our time is valuable and is meaningful, and it kind of just adds a level of pressure that it's gonna sound maybe it's situational or person to person or whatever, but it just kind of makes you not enjoy life anymore once you start seeing it that way, because then you just become, oh, should I do this? Oh, but that's gonna take this much time. Oh, like, and then you're just gonna be sitting there like thinking about that, you know? And then wouldn't that make you kind of like just not want to do anything? Like you'll be so overwhelmed with the pressure of wanting to do meaningful stuff. It's just kind of weird.
I want you to have fun when you're on my streams, not come and be disappointed. I want to fix that problem. If that's the problem, is that there's disappointment because of trolling, I want to fix that problem.
Okay, he wants to fix that problem, but then why tie it to tips? Like, he literally was talking about why the support's low, but now he's tying it to this. Like, what?
Right? It's not, oh my god, he made $10. Fucking who cares? The $10 is just a symbol that people didn't enjoy it.
A symbol. But, how, like, he got the likes though, didn't he? Like, you know what's funny? What's hilarious about this? He's saying that the $10 is a symbol of that, when this fucking website has a thumbs up fucking button that counts how many people love it. And there's a dislike, but I think you only see it after the, whatever. But regardless, you have a nice little thumbs up, right? So he could just look at this and be like, oh, wow, this many people like this? So that must mean this is pretty successful. If like 35 people liked his stream and like 500 people were there, then yeah, you could probably sit there and say, oh, no one likes this. But the problem with that is almost every stream doesn't get enough likes. He has to bellyache for 100, which then devalues the whole system. You see, the issue with DSP is that he gets these metrics and he devalues the metrics that he gets. And he conflates it with other stuff that then it becomes kind of a guessing game as to what it represents. And it's just dumb.
Get it? But some people just can't understand that correlation because they're so wired in their heads about money and income and
money
and shit like that. They don't get.
It's so funny he's telling us that we're wired about money when this dude has so many streams talking about support, money. Oh, why is the support so low? We didn't hit our tips goal in 5 days and this and that. Like, this dude counts how many streams he doesn't hit a goal. And he's like, why are you guys so connected with money, man? Come on.
They can't understand that. Then again, they don't operate their own fucking business.
It's like I talk about Guilty Gear a lot, and then someone starts talking about Guilty Gear. I'm like, why are you talking about Guilty Gear? Huh? Why are you talking about biking? Okay, why are you talking about her? You know, I'm talking about a fighting game, and you're saying that biking? You're talking about biking? I'm talking about a fighting game, and you're bringing up Guilty Gear. Huh? It's just stupid.
You know? It would be the same as saying you operate a sandwich shop.
Oh my god, this
and the
sandwich
shop had a really good day, but then at night the entire shop was dead. Well, why was the shop dead at night? I don't want my shop to be dead at night. I want people to enjoy my product all day long. So what changed during the day to night? Figure that out, fix it, and then people can enjoy your shop all day long. Correct?
Correct.
Why would you be happy with only people coming at the one time and not the other? You want everyone to enjoy.
But he's missing the point though, and it's so stupid. Then why do you harp on the tips goal then? Why not just say, like, he didn't even talk about just saying, hey guys, you know, I was noticing I was playing Street Fighter 6 and you know, a lot of people just didn't seem to like enjoy the chat. You know, they said that there's all these trolls in chat. Wow, let's talk about that. Instead, we got, guys, the support was low, and it was because of the trolls. Like, he made the connection there. And then he's mad that people are like, well, you got supported pretty well, so I don't think support has anything to do with your chat and how they perform. Like, what, like, you know? But no, man. Obviously, they're just focusing too much on the money.
All day long. So, as a business owner, you want to do that stuff. You want to attack these. You look for the root cause of a situation and try to improve the situation. You don't just ignore.
And the other thing is that these problems that he's having are ambiguous problems to a degree. Like, a lot of it is like, okay, moderation is a problem in his chat. Okay, that's one problem. But as far as like why some streams don't perform well than others, like, that's stuff that you may or may not know the solution to that problem, and the viewer may not give you good advice to fix that, because viewers they're only interested in what they like. So they're at your stream and you're asking them what they like. Well, all of them like different things about your streams. Like, what are they gonna tell you? How to get more money from them? Like,
and say, there's no situation. No, you try to figure it out, right? So there you go. So let's figure it out together. I think we can. I absolutely think that we can figure this out. All right? So let's do it together. Let's talk about it. And again, feedback.
And the sandwich, but the thing is that, like, the only difference with this, though, the sandwich shop probably gets, like, different people every day and whatever. I mean, that chat post made me think of this. They're not going to get the same people coming in 2 times a day, unless, you know, whatever. But DSB is a streamer. He gets the same people every day. Like, they gave you $100, why would they give you another, you know?
Appreciated, required, asked for, please give it to me. Again, so many ways to give me feedback. Leave a comment on this video, email me, talk in chat. Some people are giving me feedback now. I'm reading it and enjoying it, and thank you for that.
I'm enjoying it. I'm
Here you
reading it. I'm enjoying it. Let's try something new outside of the box. Let's do a playthrough of Quest 64.
All right?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
Okay.
He's enjoying it.
I guess now what we will do is let's do shout outs. All right, we start off today with Pimpin' Pat, who re-upped his membership for 5 months and says, cheers to 5 months. Have you lost weight? Overall, in the last year, yes, I have.
Yeah.
You know, at my heaviest over the years, I was like 240 pounds. All right. And then I've variated weight. I'd say around 2017, 2018, I was kind of fat again, like 220, 230. And I've adjusted my lifestyle. I don't eat as much. I don't eat as much bad food. I eat a lot of home-cooked food. I rarely eat out.
Yeah, oh, DoorDash, man.
And since I've made those changes, I've lost a lot of weight. You know, and that's good.
I was gonna say muscle.
Right now,
I lost a lot of muscle.
Around 200. Sometimes I fluctuate a few pounds above. Sometimes I fluctuate a few pounds below. It depends on the week. It depends on
the week.
Depends on what I eat particularly.
What?
But I'm around that weight. My ideal weight is supposed to be 185. And I don't think I'm ever going to get there without tons of active exercise and actually actively.
Remember when he used to do these little walks and he would brag to us about walking around? What happened to that?
Cut calories and things to get to that weight. You know, I'm at the age where so good compared to what it used to be. It doesn't just burn through stuff like it used to.
And now he doesn't do it.
But the thing is, I've cut out a lot of the things in my life that would be considered high-calorie, fatty things. I rarely eat a dessert. I rarely eat candy or anything like that. Almost never.
Never.
Right? Dinners. Most dinners these days are either chicken, turkey, low-fat content.
Low fat. I mean, but chicken and
that's
whatever.
All I eat.
Okay.
Know? Just this week. Like, what did I eat this week for dinner? Tonight we're having baked chicken.
Okay, baked chicken.
Last night we had a tortellini soup that had chicken sausage, but it did have tortellini with cheese. So that probably had some fat content.
Tortellini. Okay, we're skipping the food. I don't
drink all day. You know, twice a day I have a cup of coffee.
Okay, twice a day.
Underestimate that. Like,
I mean,
people who are
I can't
overweight,
say I'm better. I drink like a cup of coffee in the morning. That like lunchtime, I just get like a little can of coffee. That I get at the Japanese store. It's very good coffee. I really like the taste. It's kind of scary. That I drink it every day almost.
Why they feel depressed or why they're feeling bad about
whatever.
themselves is because they just don't have energy because the weight makes that happen. I used to be like that. Wake up like, oh my god, I feel like shit. I gotta roll out of bed now. My legs hurt. Now I can barely.
I mean, it's not just weight.
Not that's how I felt.
Like it's also diet and a lot of other things.
I started feeling good about myself. Wait, I have energy. I'm not in pain. I don't feel it. My back's not killing me today. I can actually move around and do shit. You know, and then you get motivated to do other stuff. Hey, I feel good today. Let me do some exercise. Let me go and clean a part of my house that normally I wouldn't have cleaned.
Let's
but I feel like I'm exercise. I have energy today. And next thing you know, you got good stuff going in your life.
Okay.
It goes hand in hand.
This dude has complained about doing stuff on his day off though all the time.
My life has gotten better since I lost that weight, and now I'm more, more energetic for everything going on, and I really
more energetic. I get that groove back, get that vibe back.
I haven't had sex in 8.
Oh god, then the fucking leg slap.
Hold on a second here.
Hold on a sec.
Lord Prince Albert did a super chat this morning. Was Gorilla Pimp one of the scumbags he was?
All right,
right. And then all of a sudden,
enough of that.
He would show up and be like a toxic jerk, and you don't know what's going on. Like, how's he feeling today? If he's in a good mood, he's a nice guy, and if he's in a bad mood, he just wants to be.
Okay.
Cursed Nothic. Did I say your name correctly? Did a super chat. Thank you. He says, you got to profit off your trolls. Install
Profit off your
text-to-speech
trolls.
super chats and let the trolls pay to hate. You'll be laughing all the way to the bank. And here's the difference between me and other content creators.
Oh, this is funny.
Right? You're right.
I wish
couldn't
I could
laugh.
pull up the tweet just off the bat, but he literally had a tweet mocking trolls for giving him money with a Donald Duck counting his money, and he's like, "Oh yeah, thanks for the trolls," and then thanks for the trolls, thanks for the tips, trolls. Then it's just like shows like Donald Duck counting the thing. If you know, you know. It's that tweet. He has that tweet. He made that tweet.
All the way to the bank at the expense of putting out positive, meaningful content. I refuse to have my content ruined and have the quality of the content degraded and changed for personal benefit.
I mean, technically, he does make money off the trolls. He gets troll tips, and he doesn't count the tips to the tips goal, and you know he does not refund the tips. You just know he doesn't. So he keeps the money, and it's secret money, too. So, add it up. Add it all up.
I years ago could have done that. Years ago, I could have implemented toxic shit, trolling shit in my content, right? I could have changed to be like every other YouTuber and constantly slamming everyone else and criticizing everyone else doing drama content.
He does this, though! This is what this is, DSP. I could slam people, but I don't slam people. Every day, you tell us how you're not like these other streamers who have to do this for a paycheck, where they have to kiss a game's butt or shit on a game for clickbait views and all this stuff. Like, this is all just shitting on other streamers. You're just not naming them because you're a little baby about it. But you shit on so many other people all the time. Indirectly, sure, but it's still shitting on them.
And I would have been good at it too. I know I would have been good at it. Because back in the day, I inadvertently would put out a video, not knowing the repercussions it would have, and it would reverberate across the internet because I said something about a game or a content creator, right? And I decided not to do that. So I don't want to do that.
He stopped doing it when, you know, KO Gaming wasn't making money anymore, though. Think about that, right? Because he did all this negative stuff, right? He got KO Gaming going. He got a negative review, getting millions of views. He kept trying to, you know, capture the lightning again. And it didn't pan out, and then he stopped doing it. Huh, wonder what the correlation there was.
That's not the kind of guy I am. I want people to come to my content and enjoy and have a good, relaxing time. We can share our opinions and our love of video games together. We can have a nice social interaction on a podcast. That's what I want. I don't want people to come to DSP Gaming to see what's the new hottest toxic drama today. Who could we slam? Who could we insult?
But that's kind of
what do we
his news segments, though. His news segments have pretty much been that. Like, whatever.
today? What ridiculous thing will be said about Phil, but he'll make money, so it's funny. But, you know, no.
No.
I refuse to have my content ruined for these people just for personal gain, right? I mean, if you haven't had any examples of this year, right, how I refuse to cash in on drama. I'm not going to be on a fucking Keemstar podcast for $50,000. I'm not going to be
that happened, right?
for $5,000 to talk about drama topics. I refuse. I don't play that.
But he did, well, technically he did play with it if you think about it, because he never told Keem directly no when that offer was going around. He kept, like, teasing him about it. He kept him on the hook for no reason. He knew he was gonna say no, but he didn't want to say no. He wanted to savor the attention he was getting, because he was getting off to it. He's like, oh, Keemstar's here. Oh, he's begging me down to the show, but I'm gonna say no. Ho ho ho.
Shit.
I'm so cool.
I'm here to put out specific content, curated content for my audience, and that's all I care about.
Curate my ass.
I don't care about the whole personal gain aspect of it. All right? Wiley Coyote re-upped his membership for 14 months, saying 672 for moderator. 672 does not want to be a moderator.
Okay.
He doesn't.
Is he a moderator
He
for
doesn't want to be a
wins?
moderator.
Whatever.
You stop saying dumb shit like that. Because I will be honest. I think when people say shit like that, oh, I nominate this person for mod, this person for mod. No. That's not for you to decide. That's for them to say, hey, I feel like maybe I'd like to do this, and then they volunteer. That's not for you to put their name forward. In fact, I find that offensive.
It finds it offensive. It is like the most meaningful thing, meaningless thing to be offended about. A dude says mod this guy, and you're like, I am offended, sir. That person did not want to be a mod, and you're saying he should? Okay.
I don't understand something, especially when you have, sadly, a troll element that follows you around the internet, anyone who's a moderator for someone like me is a target. The fucking trolls go after them. That's not right.
Trolls already
So
go
now you're
after
nominating
672.
someone to
He
be a
sucks.
target. Wow,
He
do you
sucks
feel good
ass.
now, Wile E.
Fuck
Coyote,
him.
or do you feel like an asshole? Because honestly, you should feel like an asshole. I know you're kind of joking, but still, it's not funny. Like, if people want to do it, they'll do it. But don't freaking
That was my membership rate.
be a jerk about it, right? Like, don't try to put someone.
I feel
forward and
good.
pressure them to do something they don't want.
Debunked.
To do, okay. All right. Pikachu hat.
How come 672 is like no? Okay, no. How about this? Right? He says how it's offensive that other people would nominate someone else to be mod and all this stuff, but DSP is getting offended for 672's behalf, and 672 isn't really that upset from what I see. He's like laughing. Does he look that upset? Is he like crying? No, 672 isn't. He's fine with it, and he's like offended at the idea that happened. Like, come on, man.
Did a super chat. What if we do a few retro RPG streams like Quest 64? Trolls hate those. True supporters. That's funny. Trolls hate those. True supporters stay nice and chill. Worked with the Chrono Trigger. You're right. You want to know why it worked? Because when I'm playing Chrono Trigger.
Remember when he was gonna play Sea of Stars? He was gonna play. He's gonna play it so fast. Oh man, it's gonna be so cool.
I can actually pay attention. So when the trolls did oh, they tried. They tried to derail Chrono Trigger, and they just looked like assholes. The truth is, when trolls come to those streams, everyone there who's positive just ignores them. They come with their fucking 10, 20...
So how come they could ignore them then, but they can't ignore them in Street Fighter? Interesting.
accounts, and it's dumb. Everyone's like, nah, nothing's going on. And then I go, ban, 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 and we're all good, and we just move right on. Everyone just knows to ignore the... It's like ignore...
So why can't they do that during the Street Fighter stream, though? Because during Chrono Trigger, they have to wait for DSP to look at chat to ban them. It's like the same shit with Street Fighter. He does a match. After the match, he bans. Like, it's the same thing. So how is it the same? Oh, is it because it's so toxic and easier to spam the chat? I don't know.
Ignore the loser who's in the room, and he's going, look at me, everyone! Hey, look at me! Come on, look, woo, 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 woo! And he's going like this, and everyone goes, that's just fucking Ned. He's a moron. He just fucking sits there, does it all day long. Just ignore him, he'll go away. And then he does, because no one pays attention to the fucking...
But what if Ned is a nice guy, man? What if Ned is just trying to give people advice on how to spend money?
In the corner. That's exactly what it was during those streams. The problem is, I can't take care of it when I'm playing the multiplayer games, you know? I'm not actively looking at the chat constantly. I can't take care of it, you know? What if Jobber did another super chat? What if you host a tribunal segment on
Okay, we're just skipping
tribunal streams?
this.
Judgment. Man, he says, hey Phil, what's going on? Dan, it's good to see you, and thank you for the support.
Oh, Dan,
really appreciate
the wallet.
You know,
Dan, the
especially,
wallet has arrived.
during streams where it's kind of slow, and you tip, and I appreciate that very much. So thank you for that, Dan. Biggest tipper of the day. Let's get on the board here.
He loves Dan.
So I got a $1 tip, but again, I think people completely misconstrue what I'm saying. What this person is saying is, if you have a good daytime stream, then you shouldn't care what you make on the night stream. You've missed the point. You have missed the point. You understand? Here's the point I'm making. Is, again, I keep telling you this and saying this, and some people misconstrue it because you know why? They want to believe the toxic negative. I want you, for one moment, I want you to clear your mind. I want you to pretend like my detractors don't exist. I want you to pretend like I'm just saying something fresh for the very first time.
You think about the choice you're making.
Pretend like there's no other factor involved. And I know that's incredibly hard to do. Just have a clear mind and just think clearly about
I did not make a mistake.
Right?
You do what I do because...
My philosophy on content...
I'm trying to find like a good...
For 15 years, all right? Is that if you're making positive and fun content...
The rule of law.
For your viewers, and if your viewers are enjoying the content, they will reciprocate by supporting said content. Now, that will not necessarily happen every single time. There will be some extenuating circumstances.
Extenuating circumstances? What the fuck?
I did not make a mistake. I want you to...
Crazy! This chicanery?
Sorry, Chuck goes crazy sometimes, okay? I gotta talk to him for a bit. I gotta sit him down, man. The reciprocation shit is so fucking stupid. It's kind of fucked up. Because you're putting out a stream, people can have fun with it. That doesn't really mean that they should give you money because they're enjoying the stream. Like, if they want to tip or support, they can. It's optional. To have this mindset of like, well, if I'm having a good time, everyone's having a good time, they're gonna give me the money. It's like, no. If they want to give you the money, they'll want to give you the money. Like, they'll want to support if they want to support.
It's just like people have said, there's going to be a slow time every once in a while. That's fine. I get that. I totally understand that.
He gets that, but this one stream that did not make enough money. What the fuck, man? Why didn't I get the support? Like, this dude had like one slow stream and he's already establishing patterns.
But in general.
But also he got $100. So why even talk about the revenue side? Because it goes to the same person.
From someone who is operating a stream and a business. All right? My goal is to put out entertaining enough content for you guys during the course of any given day. All right? That I can make you entertain, and you entertained enough that you'll want to support that content because you liked it so much you want to see it continue. All right? At face value, that statement is correct, right?
Right?
So it stands to reason. If you're here for a daytime stream and you're having a really good time and you support it, great. If you're here for a nighttime stream and it's a completely different game and you enjoy it and you're here and you support it, great. If there's a stream that doesn't get support, you'll wonder why. What was the reason? What was the root cause? Could it have just been one-off bad situation? Yes, it could be. But the feedback I'm receiving is that it's not. That there's a pattern with these late-night multiplayer streams, and that's what we're trying to figure out. But when you say something to me like, oh, well, your daytime stream did really well with support, so you shouldn't even care about your nighttime stream, and I'm offended that you do. That's absolutely ridiculous. You've missed...
But why not just look at your fucking chat then? Why not just talk about the stream improvements? If he's looking for feedback on how to improve his streams, why is it tied to tips? Like, why even bring it up then? Why not just say, hey, people just don't show up because of this? Like, these regulars, like, are they whales? Like, that's what this kind of makes you think. It's like, so these regulars that are complaining, are they Dan the Man Game Trekker and fucking, OIC, they all just don't want to show up anymore? But it's like, but OIC has shown up to every fucking troll stream. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, all this stuff, whatever. But if it's just about the support, the feedback and the improvement of the stream, then why even mention fucking the support? The support is its own entity from what your stream performs at. It's not this like super transactional relationship. He's trying to like kind of fit a streaming career or whatever into a retailer career. These two things are very different, and they have different fucking. They're two different animals. And he's like trying to like it's like trying to make a lion a vegetarian. You're just gonna kill the lion at that point.
I'm not complaining that the support was low all day. No one said that. My goal is to make every stream entertaining enough for you that you enjoy it and that people will reciprocate with support. Do you understand? That's the point. If I have a stream where basically it's very slow, it makes me feel like I failed. It makes me feel like I've done a bad job. I'm supposed to be giving.
But see how much he wants it to be the trolls that like he can't possibly fucking think he's a failure. Like, that's just how it is. Like the entertainment industry and the art industry or whatever the fuck are very brutal careers, because you could either die just trying to do what you want to do. Like, it's just, that's how it is. To fail as an artist, to fail as an entertainer, to fail as this or that, you're just gonna fucking die, because you're just not gonna get money, you're not gonna be able to pay bills, you're just gonna be fucking dead. That's why, like, you know, people just try to do other careers or find other ways to make money. DSP just doesn't want to make money, and then he puts it onto his viewers, but then it can't be he's a failure. No way, that can't be it, because he was successful at one point in time.
You like and you want to continue. So why on earth
Would I be happy with a slow stream? I shouldn't be. I should be upset that I failed somehow, and I want your feedback on how to improve that stream. It's a moot point that over the course of the day, it was a good day. Did I say last night, oh my God, I had a slow Street Fighter stream. Going out of business. That's it. World is ending. Sky is falling. No one said that.
Yeah, see how, like, when he gets called out for begging, he just goes to these hyperbolic examples, and it's like, yeah, no shit, you didn't literally say that, but there's been other instances where you almost said that. Like, he fucking said he could go to jail at one point, and then he stopped immediately after, which is kind of funny, but this is during the bankruptcy, I think? This is when Dragon Ball Kakarot came out. And he was telling people, guys, if this doesn't happen, I might go to jail. I might have to go to jail, guys. And it's like, you're telling people you might go to jail? And then in 2017, he was telling people he might lose the house. But okay.
Who said that? My fucking detractors. So stop listening to them. No one said that. There's a difference between being very business-minded, matter-of-fact, want to create entertaining content you want to support.
But again, if you want feedback to make your content better, then just ask for that. Don't bring up the money side, because it just seems, because then it's like, well, if we want to talk about the chat, then why is the tips affected? Like, how does that make sense? I don't go to someone's chat and say, well, this chat sucks, I'm not supporting this guy. Like, that doesn't really make sense. I can say, hey, I want to support you. I'm going to support you, but your chat sucks. Like, whatever. But this dude is, like, just saying this shit, and it doesn't really make sense.
Oh, my God. This is awful. Now he's going to be e-begging all day. No one's e-begging. No one. The world didn't end because I had a slow Street Fighter stream last night. I want to know why I had that slow stream so I can improve for the better for you. I want to make myself better. But it's weird because if I say that, people always say, no, that's not what he really means. Yes, it is. Just because you're a shitbag and all you believe is toxic shit.
Literally just talk about the fucking stream. Why even bring up tips? Oh, because tips are low because of this? I mean, that's a connection that you made. That you're measuring. He said in this video, he measures the enjoyment and success of a stream off of $10 tips. So then when people say, well, you made $100, so why? Which is kind of valid. But if the point then becomes, well, no, I just want to know how to make the streams better, then just focus on that. You know, the tip goal thing should only be an issue if, like, you're not making anything. Like, you didn't get $100 at all in the day stream, and you're just not getting tips at all. And if one stream is slow, it is what it is. But if it's the chat, then just focus on that. And then if the chat's improved, and then you just get money, after the fact, then whatever. But just focus on the stream, because it doesn't seem that important when you only bring it up in association with the tip support.
Make toxic content about me doesn't make what you say true. I'm telling you, I want to improve my business. I want things to do good at every stream. I want every stream to be great. And I'm not satisfied when I have streams like that aren't. I had a Modern Warfare 3 stream and then a Street Fighter stream, and they were the same. They were both late night multiplayer streams. I said, how did they both do badly? Let's figure this out. I asked, and I got useful feedback. If I didn't ask that question, I wouldn't have gotten the feedback I just got.
But listen to what drove that, though. Because did he ask how to improve because people did not like the chat or people were just not upset? No. It was because he made $10 in tips. Like, that's what made him care. Like, you know, he says this as if it's a good thing. Like, oh yeah, man, I want to know to improve my business. But the only reason he wants to improve is because he wasn't making money. But if you cared about what you're making, that's not going to be that pressing. I mean, obviously when you want to make a living, money's going to be a factor. I mean, it's not like, it's not that fucking ludicrous, dude, to say that. But if you truly genuinely care, like, the money thing is like a money thing. That's like something else. But again, a lot of the money fucking shit is stuff people just say in their head and they think about it, because it's not very becoming to just openly discuss, how can I make money from you guys? How can I get you to give me money? Like, that's not how that works. You have to just figure it out on your own. Like, a lot of artists have this discussion about how commission prices should be. Should I charge this amount, that amount? And, you know, I wouldn't say necessarily that people should undervalue their art and they should be ask for like low amount or go super high. But I would say, like, when you start, try to feel what your like potential clients would spend on. Like, hey, this is what my art looks like. Well, I think it should be this amount. And then when you start growing an audience and you start improving your work more and more, then maybe you could start rationalizing to increase the prices, because, you shouldn't undercut your work, I mean, art takes time to make, but it also should be fair. But this is, it's a tightrope, because there are going to be people that are going to be upset when you increase prices. I mean, everyone gets upset about that, but it would also be a bad move to just not value your own craft. But this is all stuff that you just have to think about and just kind of feel for. It's nothing that anyone can tell you what to do, what's right or wrong. They can guide you and give you advice, but it's not going to be stuff that's going to necessarily work all the time. But with DSP, it's just he wants all this stuff to work, and it just doesn't work that way.
It's going to allow me to improve my content. So wouldn't you rather have me ask?
But again, what's driving this isn't his care for the stuff that he does or the streams he puts out. It's that he didn't make the money he's looking for. That's what's driving this. And that's kind of like not cool to think about, you know what I mean?
Question and get the feedback so we can improve? Or should I just be grateful for everything so much that I never ask for improvements, and therefore we just sit here and just accept it all?
And then look at this. Saying that he should be grateful for the tips he got means that we can't be asking for improvements. Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not taking offense at what you're saying in your tip. You're approaching it from the wrong direction. It's not about how much I made. How about this? Everyone stop fucking counting.
It's not about how much I made, but I made this amount of money in these two streams, huh?
Dollars. All right? Stop. You want to know who does that? A fucking nosy, intrusive scumbag who wants to say, look at every dollar someone made on a stream. Where did it go? What did it do? Stop with that fucking toxic.
But, Rich brought this up months ago, or maybe a year ago at this point. But he brings up that when you start talking about your bills and all this stuff, it makes people like just more curious, because you're asking them to pay these bills for you. Like, no one does this. Like, I don't see anyone I follow just straight up tell me I need bills to pay. Like, I've seen people like do stuff for emergencies, but that's emergencies. Like, it's like so different. And it's kind of a little disgusting to think about that this dude would consider doing like a GoFundMe for a fucking PC. I've seen people do a GoFundMe for like actual things that they need because something very unfortunate happened in their lives. But this dude is like, well, I could use a new PC. It's like, what?
Mentality. Stop it. It's not helping anything. It's actually making things worse. Because when you have that mentality, all you care about is what this says down here rather than what's the fucking 99% of the stream up here. Right?
Right?
Who cares about this fucking bar down there? You should care about what's up here. Right? So why is it a concern? Who cares?
I mean, I would love to compare this. If another multiplayer stream were to happen and it was like a very like banger night and there were still trolls in chat, I would love to see his reaction. I mean, this would have to be a while down the line, I guess, whatever. Would be if someone says the chat sucks or whatever.
How did you even know that I had a good day yesterday on the Assassin's Creed stream? Were you there? No, you weren't. Because I know who you are. I know you weren't there, yet you were on the late stream.
He knows who...
Right?
What?
You watched the detractor video that said, oh, he did good on the first stream, bad on the late stream, but he wasn't happy. You watched the detractor video. Stop it.
Stop it.
Just fucking stop. You're hurting yourself and you're dumbing your fucking brain cells down to a dunce level.
Chicanery?
Listening
What
to
a
their
sick
toxic
joke.
shit. No one gives a fuck about what they say.
I want my content to be good for you on every single stream.
So then why did you wait until you get a slow stream to get feedback? Huh?
Asked the question last night, I wouldn't have known that that's the problem. That actual
Yeah,
regulars
that's the problem. You wouldn't know because you only asked because you had low support. That's the problem, DSP. That's the problem. Right there. Right there. That's the problem. He thinks that he thinks since it did so badly, there must be a problem. If he did so good, he wouldn't be asking. This dude
from these late night streams because of the level of trolling. They don't want to put up with that shit. Now I know. If I didn't ask, I wouldn't have known. And we never would have tackled it. I should have just, I'm just happy with how the day stream went. Oh well, let the night streams go to hell. No.
This dude is such a
not how you
child
operate a business.
about this.
All right?
Because he's not being very understanding of the point, or even trying to understand that maybe it's a bad idea to combine tip support with like how people enjoy your stream or the quality of the stream. Like that doesn't make sense. That's just not how it works.
There you go, and I hope that.
And it's kind of brainwashing to tell people to their face that if you like it, you'll support it. It's reciprocative, man. If you're having a good time, you'll support it. It's like, what?
Where I'm coming from.
I have a good time watching Mega 64. Doesn't mean I'm gonna always buy half the stuff that they sell. You know what I mean?
I'll take offense at what you're saying. I do feel like you are personally taking it from the wrong toxic perspective, probably because of outside influences, and that's not a good way to go through it. It's just not.
It's just not, man.
See it through their very messed up, skewed perspective, and you'll never actually understand what I'm trying to say.
I mean, even if he approaches fairly and say, okay, well, maybe we're exaggerating or whatever, fine. But it's still a thing that people can get out of what you say, because people can take an interpretation of what you're telling them and say, well, this is what I think of it. And they could be wrong, or they could be over judgmental or whatever, and that's how it is. But you have to explain it to the people who care. Because again, if the people who are there who care about you are going to listen to you, they're not going to listen to me.
I'm trying to do here and make content good for everyone. You'll never believe that. You'll just think, oh, where's the dollar signs, right? You're out of your mind. That's crazy.
You're out of your mind.
That's crazy talk.
Crazy.
If anything, in the last year, have I not shown you all that that's not what I'm all about? How many opportunities have presented themselves to do toxic content for money, and I've refused them? I don't want that. So why would you then believe that I'm upset about a stream where I made $10 when I could have made $50,000 and I turned it down? It is nonsensical. You'd have to be a moron to think that, but again, they're morons.
I don't hear that
That
again.
I'm upset about a stream where I made $10 when I could have made $50,000 and I turned it down. It is not
okay.
nonsensical. You'd have to be a moron to think that, but again, they're morons. That's how they say that shit. Jade, I hope you feel better. Man, your allergies been killing you, Jade, huh? You must have some really bad allergies, right?
Oh man, Jade. I mean,
Bad.
wow.
So I hope you recover. I do. Someone tipped $1 and said, I think that 90% of chat is LARPers and trolls. This has been going on for years. You know, you very well may be right.
You may be
I
right!
know for a fact that I do have...
Motherfucker, this has been a thing going on for years. For years. And the kicker is he literally admitted in the same video, Plum Girl was pretending, this person was pretending, all this stuff. All these LARPers, you have the Baxters, you have all these people who are fucking LARPing, dude. And he's like, man, I guess, maybe, man. But why, like...
Good crowd of regulars who enjoy what I do and support it. Or else I wouldn't be here, right? Anyone who's of this insane mindset that the vast majority of people who support me are my trolls, you're completely misbegotten.
Completely...
Not misbegotten, misguided.
Misbegotten.
That's completely wrong. There are people who've been around for a long time. There's people who come by daily and enjoy the content, and that's who are supporting it. Someone coming on here and throwing, $1 super chat to say something dumb. That's not what keeps me going, man. That's ridiculous,
But it adds up, though. Think about that.
90% is just ridiculous. I would, on any given day, maybe you could argue like half the casual viewers who come by the stream are just here to just observe and troll. But there's no way that you can argue that I would have a business that operates
if the vast majority of people here were just idiots, you know.
But he
You wanna know
has
the truth?
whales, though.
Yeah, there's people like that, for sure. But you notice their content is nothing like mine.
Whatever.
At all. I mean, you know who I'm talking about, right?
Who?
The people who have to pull stunts, who have to do the drama shit constantly. Yeah,
Oh,
those are the people
stunts.
we're talking about. I don't do that. I'm here because people like what I
Stunts.
do. I wouldn't be here otherwise.
Taking
Trust
your
me.
shirt off, that's a stunt. You have to put a shirt on, then it's not a
I
stunt and it's
received
cool.
A $20 tip
But you gotta be the right shirt.
from 1
I
Minute
mean,
Man. I
and the
actually
right
got
hat. It can't be a wig.
notification
A wig is
today.
bad.
Thank you very much, 1 Minute Man, for your ongoing
Wow, he
support.
said something.
Let's get that up on the leaderboard. Let's play your nice animation here. Right now, it's kind of messed up this month where it's delayed several days, and I've got bills I got to pay in that time, which really time. So,
Okay.
672, someone's impersonating you, huh?
Okay.
Have your crown next to the name and them. Immediately gonna know it wasn't. Zeladon did a super chat. He says, I want the magic 8-ball. Phil, always be yourself. All right, how about, because you did a $10 ball of question, just type it in the chat for the payment. So you want me to sit around playing nothing for
Wait, what?
Bobblehead Dwarf? Because that wouldn't work. Bobblehead Dwarf says, why not delay buying all those games till after you get your YouTube payment? Because there's 3 of them before the payment. So you want me to sit around playing nothing for a week? Because I'd have no games to play then. I'm
He has
going to
no
finish
games.
Assassin's Creed Mirage the next week.
No games.
The only game... No,
He has Game Pass, by the way. He's still paying for Game Pass. Game Pass. You know, the future of gaming.
even. Because Sonic Superstars, Mario, and Spider-Man 2 all come out before I get paid by YouTube. So I'm just here doing nothing for a week. It doesn't work like that.
You know what's funny? He says, "Oh, we can do a stream with the Game Pass. I mean, no commitment. I don't have to do a full playthrough with Game Pass, man." And now he can't even he doesn't even know about it. He doesn't remember. It has that AAA has to be on Game Pass for him to use it.
Well, if Zeladon asks a question to the 8-ball, I'll answer it, but he hasn't asked. I think, guys, we got to end the podcast. Is a Street Fighter stream. First of all, I received a very generous
This is new. I didn't see this part.
$26 tip.
Whoa.
Excuse me. All right. Someone who's saying
joke.
that they love my streams, they support them,
You'll
they're interested
never
in possibly
change.
being a moderator. If anyone is interested
Of
in a moderation position,
course.
you must email me.
I'm
That is not
on.
a decision I make lightly. I would have to speak with you for an extended period of time to figure out who you are, what your schedule's like, so that you can actually attend the streams, etc. Because you have to understand that if you become a moderator for me, sadly you become a target, and I don't think that that's a fair thing to put anyone into that position without understanding what's going on. Okay, I'm just being honest. So I think that it's a discussion that needs to be had. So if anyone's interested, you got to email me, and we'll go from there. Thank you so much. That is the biggest tip of the day. That allows me to hit the Gunner Glass's goal for the day. Kagome is not interested in being a moderator. That's great. You don't have to tell me. You just don't have to talk about it or ask.
Oh, was it a $20 tip? I thought it was a $100 tip. Whatever. Either
There
way,
you go.
give
Pretty
him money,
simple.
man.
If you're not interested, just don't ever talk about it, and you're good. Okay. In the building. So let's sneak around the edge. Go around the back.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can do this from isometric view.
Isometric view. All right. We made it. I'm not doing another clip. I did too much. I did way too much. You guys should reciprocate, man. You guys can tip me. Okay? This is a 3-hour video, and where's the tips? Okay. Hold on. I got something for you.
Ah, yes. Your buy-in is essential.
Okay, just kidding. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for watching this video. I did not think it was going to be this long. I knew it was going to be 2 hours long, but not 3. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and
Time to skedaddle on out of here.